It's time now for the best high school sports action from the WBCB Sports Network. Catch the best games from Bucks and Mercer County at WBCBsports.com and our Facebook page. Your home for high school sports is right here at WBCB 1490.
The Notre Dame Irish taking the field as we have playoff football here tonight from Paul VI High School. And it is great to be with you on a cold and brisk night. Ryan can tell you more about that in a couple of moments as the Irish getting set to take the field. They are the 9 seed and a crazy 9 seed at that, as they are 10-0 this season and 5-0 in the WJFL. They're taking on 8th seed Paul VI. The Eagles coming in 7-1 and 5-0 as well in the WJFL. And we'll get more into this matchup in just a moment. But thanks to the sponsors making this live stream possible. Of course, Notre Dame High School, as well as Cade Motor Company, the Revere Restaurant, Holden and Ford Subaru, Capital Health System, the Mercer County Prosecutor's Office, Hyundai of Trenton, Jammer Doors and Windows, as well as the Trentonian and the Italian People's Bakery. It is great to be back with you, Keith Noonan, alongside Ryan Baxter. And Ryan just kind of laid it out for you. It's a kind of a crazy situation that the Irish coming in undefeated this season, but yet they have to travel on the road here at Paul VI on a perfect night for football.
Yeah, it's a gorgeous, gorgeous night. It's a little nippy, but it's like you said, it's absolutely perfect. And Notre Dame being undefeated, it's been, I don't want to call it rocky for them, but their last couple games have been absolute dogfights, only beating that Hopewell team, that really, really good Hopewell team, by 1, and then last week only getting a touchdown victory. And this PVI team has just had it, I don't want to call it, they haven't had it easy since their first opening game, but that was their only loss on the season, and they've been cruising ever since. So as perfect as a night it is, Notre Dame has to find their groove early and often to get PVI off their rhythm.
Yeah, and PVI getting set to take the field. And here they come to a very big crowd on both sides. And for the Irish, obviously everything starts with AJSIAA, Rutgers bound, and he has been nominated for the Gatorade Player of the Year. He's got 1,600-plus passing yards this season, 23 touchdowns, only 1 interception. He's got 813 yards on the ground, 15 TDs, and he's totaled, Ryan, 38 touchdowns this season. A dual-threat quarterback, going Division I, Jersey guy. He said that a lot in the interviews when he chose Rutgers. So what is he going to have to do tonight to carry this team?
He's just going to have to keep doing what he's been doing. As tough as it's been for Notre Dame, he's been as consistent as they can be. He's been the light as well as Gabe Winovich, and having guys like Michael Quinn able to pick him up when he's tossing the ball. But AJ just has to stick to his game. No one's been able to stop him so far this year. If he keeps going, it's not going to be much different for him.
The Irish averaging almost 44 points a game, but it's been the defense that has struggled a bit. They're letting up 22 points per game, but they've struggled a little bit, Ryan, in the trenches there, so a little bit of a concern, especially traveling on the road in a very big crowd, a little bit of a hostile environment for them.
Oh, absolutely. I love it when it's like this. This is the definition of true Friday Night Lights right here. This is what they talk about in the movies. And like you said, down in the trenches, their defense is going to have to do some serious work, because we didn't even talk about the offensive PVI. And they got a good senior running back in Matt Murad, who's got just about 800 yards on the season right now. He's just been as untackleable as Winovich has been on the other side for Notre Dame. So they have to get these early pushes often, because PVI is very similar to Notre Dame on offense. If they get going, nothing's going to stop them.
Paul VI defers to the second half, so it'll be AJSIAA with the ball in his hands first. And let's get to the Eagles a little bit. You touched on Matt Murad, who's their running back, who 7 touchdowns, almost 800 yards. But Dom Santiago, their quarterback, and we'll talk about him in just a moment as we're going to take a timeout for the national anthem.
Our opening prayer.
New Jersey is home to the best public schools in the nation, and that didn't happen by accident. It's the result of parents, educators, and communities working together year after year to give our students a world-class education, no matter the challenge. Because parents and educators know that with a shared commitment to our public schools, our children can learn, grow, and thrive. And together, we can keep New Jersey's public schools the best in the nation.
If you're looking for a quality pre-owned car, truck, or SUV, then visit Cade Motor Company at their new bigger location of Business Route 1 in Lawrenceville. Cade Motor Company is locally owned, and they've been there for over 40 years, and they offer over 50 hand-picked certified used cars, trucks, and SUVs. They have all makes and models, all personally inspected by the owners. You can provide your own financing, or Cade Motor Company can assist you to make your car buying experience seamless. No exorbitant add-ons, just a good, clean vehicle at a very fair price. That's why Cade Motor Company has been in business for 40 years. Minutes from the Quaker Bridge Mall off Route 1 in Lawrenceville. Or visit CadeMotorCompany.com. That's CadeMotorCompany.com. This is Merrill Reese reminding you that Haldeman Ford Subaru on Route 33 in Hamilton Township is more than just a great place to purchase a new Ford, Subaru, or pre-owned car or truck. Their collision and service centers services all makes and models and specializes in fleet service. Haldeman's Collision Center is renowned for their work. It's a state-of-the-art facility, all insurance accepted, free estimates and loaner cars available, and one of the friendliest staffs around. From small dents to major repairs on any make or model, it's Haldeman Ford Subaru Collision Center, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. They're good! 1490 WBCB, Levittown and Trenton, and video stream live at WBCBsports.com. Your home for the best local sports in Bucks and Mercer counties.
Well, this is what it's all about. The Irish getting set to take the kickoff and taking on a very solid Eagles Paul VI team as we get the camera situated. Lots of the fans down there and trying to get themselves settled. So.
I love as much as I love the atmosphere, the back of heads doesn't look good on broadcast.
No, it does not. Paul VI getting set to send it away.
Go ahead. Sorry about that.
And it will be...
There's a reason they call Brienne the point guard. Get me these assists out here, getting these boxes so we can be good to go.
That's very true. Blake Shoulder getting set to send it away. Irish back deep. Tariq Bryant, as well as Jordan Scipio. So we get this thing set.
Here we go.
Shoulder sends it away in Bryant's direction. He grabs it at the 20, cuts up field, still making moves, and twirled and spun down at the 32-yard line.
Looks like the 30.
So it'll be A.J. Serace.
Notre Dame's going to start out 1st and 10.
As I mentioned, nominated for the Gatorade Player of the Year, 1,600-plus passing yards, 23 touchdowns, only 1 interception, and he's been on the ground for 813 yards, going to Rutgers. And Gabe Winovich as well, flanking him right now.
1st and 10 Irish.
1st and 10. Winovich right up the gut, and he will be collapsed on after just a couple.
Winovich on the carry for the
Irish in there away. Whites.
From up here, it looked to be about half of the PBI defense. But he does pick
Good
up
stop
about 3 yards
by
on the carry. This will be second and
Jalen
7.
Bishop. He was first there.
That's not something you see too much. Winovich usually busts off the first one. They were able to wrap him up as soon as he got the ball in his hands.
They go empty, and Surace keeps on a quarterback draw. He's right up the middle and carries for an Irish first down. Sliding down at the 45. They'll mark him at the 44, though.
First down.
It's the same stuff, different day for A.J. Surace. He has all that room up the middle. He's going to take advantage of it.
They're moving quickly, no huddle. You could do that with a quarterback like this.
Oh, absolutely. They love no huddle.
Rolling, looking, Surace, pressure. He gets rid of it and throws it away.
Just a bit outside. Incomplete. Second and 10.
Pressure was from number 50 again, Bishop. And it'll be second down and 10.
Good on Surace to stay on his feet there and able to throw that ball away. That really turned an unfortunate loss into another chance here.
PVI defense. Second down.
Second and 10 from the 45. Winovich gets it up the middle, makes a couple of cuts,
Winovich in the middle,
and has 6 or 7 yards. Tackle that time made by
49-yard
Terrell Looper.
Territory.
Haven't seen Surace let it fly just yet. I'm not sure if we'll see it here, but might be something they want to get going soon with this weather. You don't want him to get too cold.
3rd and 4. Surace hands off. Winovich lowers his shoulder. He's not going to have it. He only has about 3. He needed 4.
2 yards shy. This is 4th and 2 for the Irish.
Matthew Abate with the stop. And early decision, but I would think they're going to go for it.
They didn't even move towards the sideline. They knew they were going for it.
It is 4th down and 2. No score in the game, just getting going. Irish on the first drive. Winovich lowers his shoulder and has the first down across the 40 to the 38-yard line.
That's what the Notre Dame faithful really needs to see right now. If Winovich can bust through this tough PVI defense, it's going to be a long day on the ground for him.
Finally brought down by Elijah Wilson. First down and 10. Go the Irish. They fake. And now Surace finds some running room and gets ripped down after a gain of only a yard. Looked like they wanted little RPO screen action, but nothing was open, and Surace was forced to keep and then try to run it.
Yeah, it was fortunate for him that he didn't fumble there. They were really looking to knock the ball out of his hand there. It looked like they were trying to get number 19 there on the wheel route, on that little RPO there in
Stefanisco.
Yes.
Yep.
They had him for a second, but AJ didn't like it, and he took off.
It is second down and 9. Surace looking that way. He fires, and it is caught on the far side of the field. And breaking out of a tackle and getting close to a first down is Mike Quinn.
He's been the number 1 guy for Surace through the air so far this year. Having him and Wyatt Moore on the same team for a guy like Surace must be awesome.
Yeah, they just give him enough, and of course, AJ's father, Bob Surace, the head coach at Princeton.
That is just enough.
And all the scouting reports that you read about him is he is incredibly cerebral at the position. And there goes Winovich, breaking tackles to the goal line. And he is in for the Irish touchdown. 28 yards.
It's the same story, the same exact ending. Winovich up the middle, and it's automatic 6 just about every time he touches it. Unreal running from the kid.
9 minutes to play opening quarter, and the Irish have struck first. And we didn't get totally into the numbers yet, but both of these teams giving up a lot of points for the amount that they score. And it will be Scarborough to boot it through. It's up, and it is perfect. So a quick 7-0 strike. 28 yards on the ground from Gabe Winovich. And the Irish have an early lead. Spring is here. It's time to view the world through Jammer Doors and Windows. Family-owned and operated local business since 1920, and today Jammer continues to swat home run sales, service, and installation of garage doors and openers, entry doors, patio doors, storm doors, and windows. Jammer features Rainer garage doors, steel or aluminum, and crafted for dependable, long-lasting service. Jammer does their own work and installation, no subcontractors. Avoid the big box stores and save with Jammer Doors and Windows. Visit their showroom, 2850 Brunswick Pike, Business Route 1 in Lawrenceville and in Yardley. By appointment, call 215-493-7709. So an early lead for Notre Dame. Scarborough will send it away. Jameel Brown deep. As is Robbie O'Connor. And they kick it in Brown's direction. He backs up. He collects it at the 9 and runs left, running up the middle, and Brown with a flag down. Brown with plenty of grass in front of him across midfield. A great return, but we'll have to check the flag. He gets all the way to the 31.
It's like you said, that was an absolutely amazing return there from him, but this flag's probably going to bring it back for him.
I would have to think that is certainly in an area of holding.
And it looks like I think that's an illegal block in the back.
Yep. So a lot of the times you see that when there's a great return. Usually there's at least somebody holding or blocking the back. It's tough to make those plays clean.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's why it's so rare to find an amazing kick and punt returner. We don't even have one in the NFL right now.
No.
So you got to think those are like a dime a dozen type guys.
Who was the last one? Devin Hester 10 years ago?
I would probably I'd say Devin Hester. That's probably the only one I can think of.
Dom Santiago, the signal caller. 1,533 yards, 21 touchdowns through the air this year, along with 137 yards, 2 touchdowns carrying the football. And we talked about Matt Murad, the running back. 7 touchdowns this year, almost 800 yards on the ground. Santiago lines them up. See the Irish defense for the first time. Empty set. Santiago calls for the football, and he's on a draw right up the middle, carrying the pile.
Oh my goodness.
Really nice carry, and Cam Bailey, as well as the rest of the Irish defense, had to bring down Santiago after he picks up a first down.
We just got done talking about his passing numbers, and we mentioned his rushing, but that's not what I was expecting to start this game.
This Irish defense giving up almost 23 points a game, and the way that their offense has rolled, their defense has struggled a bit. They've got certainly some playmakers, Connor Rosica and others. The corners are excellent.
They're going to need to be against a kid like this.
Back to throw, it's complete, and it is complete to Tyree Roan, who is their main receiver, as he picks up 9 yards. Roan, that was his 36th catch. He had 529 yards coming in, 8 touchdowns.
Second down, 2nd and 2.
Irish are going to have to be careful with him.
Inside 8 minutes remaining in the first quarter.
Yeah, they're going to have to. I would like to see them send some pressure to get Santiago off of his rhythm here, but they have to win those battles in the trenches. And we talked about that pregame, that's been a struggle. Why not try it right now and see if they can get in there? But Santiago's smart. He'll get out of it.
Santiago sends a man in motion. They give it to him. It's Murad around the edge. And Murad has a first down at about 4 yards to the 43. Taken out of bounds by the Irish.
Looks like it's going to be another first down, too.
Ryan Peterson forced him out.
It's kind of funny to me how we saw a two-headed monster to start this game with Winovich and Cerise, and we're seeing the exact same thing with Murad and Santiago on the other side here.
I think we're going to be seeing it all night.
I think we might be in for a good game today, Keith.
First down and 10 from the far hash, the 42. Santiago again empty. He's back. He'll screen it out. It is caught. And
oh my goodness.
Breaking some tackles, getting to the second level. Go the Eagles. Catch that time made by Anthony Sacella Jr.
Like Sacella on the reception that time for Paul.
Wonder if he inherited that little acceleration boost from his dad there, because that way he was able to bust through those Notre Dame defenders and get the first. Unreal.
First down.
Another first down. They put Murad to the left. Now back to the right. PVI on the move. Murad, huge hole up the middle. And he carries to the 34. Pickup of 7.
He's going to have to rumble and bumble and stumble the same way Santiago's doing. He's been taking some of his shine from him.
And 2.
Second and short from the 35.
A lot of shotgun and empty set looks for PVI.
A ton. And there's the draw. Lowering his shoulder is Santiago. He has the first down and about 5 yards to the 35. Rather to the 30.
Santiago doesn't have the speed that Surace does. However, he's definitely got maybe an advantage in the strength because he's bowling over these defenders.
Yeah, and you could almost feel that there was going to be the draw play that time. Really no reason to throw it. Second and short, unless you wanted to go deep.
Yeah, I'd expect like a shot at the end zone if they were going to do something like that.
First and 10 from the 31. Both offenses moving the football and both doing it quickly. Santiago's back. He looks right. He fires, and it's a nice catch. Hauled in by Roan. And he is pushed out of bounds by Connor Rosico, one of the top playmakers for the Irish on defense. But it is a pickup of 4 yards to the 27.
He was almost able to spin out of that too. It's like the Notre Dame defenders are wrapping up the ball carriers, but they're not trying to bring them down. It's almost like if they have them, they think they're good, but they're able to shake out of these pretty quickly.
Haven't seen much of Murad. He has a run and 1 catch on this drive. Opening drive for PVI.
Might be hiding them.
Well, Murad's flanking the quarterback now, and they fake to him. Quarterback Santiago's hit, and he just gets it away. Pressure from Winowich.
Sniffed that out right away. Didn't give him a chance to make a read.
Winowich doesn't play a ton of snaps on defense, but he'll come in certain packages.
With a game as important as tonight, I expect to see him on almost every snap.
You would think when you have a player like that also going to Rutgers, running back, Surace and Winowich, you're going to see that on some Saturdays.
That's going to make Jersey really happy.
Motion man, Wilson. Under 5 to play opening quarter. Santiago takes a shotgun snap, lobs it left, and has a completion near the first down marker. And they do throw it to Wilson. He's brought down almost immediately by the Irish, and it's Peterson with another stop.
They're not going to give him the first down on that run there, so we got a 4th down here from PVI. Again, incredibly similar to the Notre Dame drive here. We just got to see if they can convert like they did.
From the 22, they got to get it to the 20, it looks like, for a first down. First time that they're going to go under center, and it is a sneak. Can the Irish stop them? Doesn't look like it.
I don't think
Santiago has the first down.
And crew chief says he got it.
First down.
92% of the time for the Eagles. I don't see why they won't run it in high school.
Well, that wasn't quite the same play. That was the normal quarterback sneak.
Got to give a shout out to Philly sometimes.
Well, of course. We're right in the area. You might as well.
Absolutely.
Beautiful night for football here in Haddon Township.
First and 10. They set up a fresh set of downs right from the 20. Red zone time for Paul VI. Motion man, Wilson. They fake to him, give to Murad. Murad dances, cuts upfield, breaks a couple of tackles. He's still on his feet, and there's a late flag that comes in as he crawls his way to the 9-yard line.
For his sake, you can only hope that's not a holding call, because that was another amazing run from him.
It was in the area potentially, but Santiago is saying it's going to be on the defense.
We do have a flag at the end of the play.
And it's a face mask, and it is.
On Notre Dame.
So things are getting worse right now for the Notre Dame defense.
Well, Ryan, that's the type of thing that happens when you start to miss tackles and you're trying to arm tackle. And just not good fundamentals there. Looks like he ran through a bunch of arm tackles.
Yeah, it's like the plays that we've seen from PVI have been QB draws, runs up the middle, or little dink and dump flat routes. The Notre Dame defense just has not been able to do anything to bring them down. There's a reason they're in the red zone right now about to punch it in.
Irish up 7, but PVI driving down near the goal line. They're on the 4, 1st and goal. Santiago. Couple guys jump, and now a whistle.
I think they're going to give him offsides.
Yeah, it looked like it. But the offensive line didn't jump, so I thought maybe they'd let it go, but then a couple of Irish guys were dancing all around, and it makes things a bit easier.
Yeah.
You're seeing a little bit, a microcosm of why the Irish defense has struggled so far this year. So half distance, it's to the 2.
Still in the shotgun here, too.
Yep. Santiago, hands off. Murad up the middle, and he is in.
Touchdown, PBI!
Touchdown for the Eagles. They go right down the field and score it 7-6.
They made that look easy. They made it look like they were just kind of running practice plays. Notre Dame needs to pick it up on defense right away. They have the advantage right now, but if they can't score before halftime and PVI gets it, this is going to be a dangerous, dangerous game.
Well, a couple of weeks ago, Mike Warren, who was the voice of the Irish this season, couldn't be here tonight on assignment. He was talking with Joe O'Gorman about how that game against Hopewell Valley was set to be a shootout. Kick is up, it's low, and I don't think it got there. It hit the crossbar and is no good. So the Irish will escape with a 1-point lead after giving up the touchdown. It's 7-6.
Call it the luck of the Irish already here in the first.
Right. And so they were talking, him and Joe were talking about how that Hopewell Valley game, both the offenses were excellent, and they expected the shootout, much like we would expect that tonight. But Joe said sometimes these games could be really defensive when both defenses are struggling. Sometimes they figure it out, but certainly in that first drive does not appear to be the case.
Yeah, so far so good for both offenses here. Our shootout prediction's going good.
Yeah.
And Notre Dame's got it sitting pretty right now. They have a 1-point lead after giving up an amazing drive like that. So they got to take this, and they better score here.
Well, that's certainly what A.J. Sarace is thinking. Car inventory in Mercer and Bucks counties. Check out the all-new Hyundai of Trenton. All-new Hyundai models, pre-owned cars, all types of models of vehicles. Hyundai of Trenton has the inventory ready for delivery. 1655 North Olden Avenue in Ewing Township. Kickoff once again from shoulder. Kicks it to the left. It's Bryant again at the 15, and had some blockers, but it got covered up quickly. He'll take it up to the 27-yard line.
Possibly the 28. Either way, it's Irish first and 10.
Quick and efficient drive for the Notre Dame offense last time. I kind of just expect them to keep feeding Winovich, because if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Well, that's true, and you can't really fault the Irish for putting it in the hands of A.J. Sarace either. He's got to make a lot of decisions.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Winovich the setback. 1st and 10 from the 27. Handoff Winovich. He runs right and runs into a pile.
With the carry.
Good tackle on defense by Mo Keshin. And he is one of the guys that is the standout type of player for PVI, and he got in there in a flash.
Yeah, he needs to continue. If he can keep that up, we could be talking about him for maybe even a player of the game type beat if he can lock up.
2nd and 9, and Sarace on the read option takes it to the 34. Brought down by a host of tacklers, and that sets up a 3rd down and about 4.
Well, already a little bit of a better start here for PVI on defense, able to wrap up Winovich and Sarace before any damage done.
Sarace guns it over the middle, and sliding catch Mike Quinn, 1st down to the 45.
Quick little slant routes, beat the man right off the route there. Beautiful placement from AJ to get him the 1st down.
Sarace lines them up. Two wide each way. Takes the shotgun snap, hands it off. Winovich into the pile once again. He only has two. Well, I think, Ryan, you're seeing the defense for the Eagles is adjusting, and they are really trying to hone in on that run.
With that said, though, that could open up a lot of holes in the passes, and AJ's just as dangerous with his arm as he is his legs.
There goes Surace. He pumps. He rolls to the right. Now he's lobbing it deep down the field, and it's just overthrown. Quinn, the intended target, he was pretty well covered. That was a nice play by the quarterback, but just overthrown.
AJ's ability to extend these plays is honestly something that I don't think gets talked about too much, but the way he's able to break off these sacks and run around and try to find open receivers or take it himself is really, really something at this level.
Third down and 8. From their own 47, Surace calling signals. In the gun. He's back, standing tall. Now he's avoiding the rush to the near side. He's looking to throw, and he can't. He just flips it forward.
Gets escorted out of bounds.
It's taken out of bounds by Elijah Wilson, who had the pressure.
I think adjustment is an understatement. This PVI defense came out motivated. This is a lot of momentum going their way. This offense needs to capitalize. It's like I said, Notre Dame better score. PVI has to score right now.
Well, the positive thing, and they are going to call intentional grounding. It's a loss of down.
Offense, which forces a loss of down.
So it is fourth down, and punt team will come on. Sebastian Switek, the punter.
Notre Dame's fourth down back to their own 35-yard line.
Mike described him to me as a specialist in downing the football inside the 20. They'll look to try to do that, although the penalty yardage pushes them backwards. Switek steps into it, and it's a really nice punt. Lands at the 33 and takes an Irish hop for the moment and spins back and will be down at the 29. So Irish up 7-6, first quarter coming to an end shortly. And yeah, Ryan, we've seen punch, counter punch, and now let's see if the Notre Dame defense can get off the field.
That's really all it comes down to now. We talked about the struggles. It's time for them to put up or shut up right now and stop this really, really talented PVI school.
Well, Santiago and this offense went right down the field to score in their opening drive, and now Santiago lines them up. Maybe a little draw, and of course, there it is. Running through tacklers, Dom Santiago has 15 yards and a first down for PVI to the 45.
They've run that 3 or 4 times already, and it still catches Notre Dame off guard each time. We talked about PVI's adjustments. Is Notre Dame going to make any?
Remains to be seen.
Crowd's getting into it too now. That's not good for Notre Dame.
Just trying to settle things down here defensively. That's certainly what the Eagles just did. First and 10, right around midfield. Hand off Murad. Murad runs into a couple of tacklers right there. Defensively for the Irish was Will Napier.
In the closing seconds of the first quarter.
And that should be the end of the first quarter. It was an entertaining one at that. 7-6 is the score. We've got 9-seed Irish and 8-seed the Eagles of PVI. We'll take a timeout, come back for the second quarter right after this.
Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, Advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org. 1490 WBCB Levittown and Trenton, and video stream live at WBCBsports.com. Your home for the best local sports in Bucks and Mercer counties.
And welcome back to PVI. They're on the move, down by 1. Santiago throws and zips a throw over to the right. It's a first down, and it's hauled in by Matt Murad out of the slot, the running back, and he grabs a first down.
Man of many talents, apparently, leading the league in rushing and can run out of the slot.
Well, they've had him out as a wide receiver a couple of times, and you just saw it again. He can make some plays, much like Winovich can on the other side for Notre Dame. Just getting going, start of the second quarter. Non-public Group A. Santiago, see if they go with another draw on first down. This time, no, they screen it out. Murad makes the catch. And Murad trying to put on a move on the Irish, but the Irish equal to the task. And good play by the Irish.
Yeah, it was a really good play by that secondary to recognize it, and they were able to wrap Murad up almost instantly there.
2nd and 5, it appears to be, from the 38.
Liam Kilcommons was amongst the group on that group tackle.
Stop for the Notre Dame defense.
Brings up a 2nd down and 5. They were still able to gain 5. 3 receivers wide, Wilson in the slot. Two receivers to the near side. There's the draw, up the middle. And Santiago once again into the arms of an Irish defender, but not before he picks up a first down. Will Renda, he ran into, who made the tackle.
This quarterback draw has been nothing short of efficient so far. Santiago's been able to pretty much get whatever he wants there. Goes back to that arm tackling. He's just able to run right over him. They're not wrapping him up and bringing him down.
Well, we mentioned the trenches, and that was something that the Irish were going to have to try to control a bit, and we saw the offensive line break down a little bit on that third down play, the last third down play that they had, and now the defensive line trying to get established. Another first down. Santiago pumps. He's lobbing it for the end zone. He's got a man, and it's caught. Backing up into the end zone for a touchdown. Tyree Roan with the score.
Number 1 receiver on the team. Beautiful route executed. Beautiful throw right on the money. PVI is here and ready to go.
Shoulder for the point after.
Well, the fans here on the near side are thrilled.
Yeah, they are.
And again, marching right down the field. Shoulder will come on to boot it through.
No 2-point conversion here to try to get it a full touchdown game.
Yeah, no, I think it's too early for that still.
Yeah.
Oh, nice snap. Shoulder goes right into his arms, and he gets brought down. Back-to-back failed attempts. Andy Zigbu brought him down on special teams.
As good as this PVI offense has looked, they're 1 touchdown away from being down again. It should be a 1-possession game at least, but the special teams is not doing good for them.
The Italian People's Bakery, proud to support high school sports here on WBCB. You can visit them at 63 Butler Street for the rolls, the deli meats, and the pastries. And they also offer catering as well. The Italian People's Bakery, 63 Butler Street, place to go for the best hoagies, finest dessert trays for any get-together. The Italian People's Bakery since 1936. And if you miss any of tonight's action, read about it in the Trentonian, of course. For complete local and national news 7 days a week, it is the Trentonian or Trentonian.com. Only newspaper serving Bucks, Burlington, and Mercer County 7 days a week. It is the Trentonian. So it'll be the Irish offense once again. Deep man is once again for the Irish. Bryant, who has had the first 2 returns.
Picks up.
And they boot it to him again. He backs up and grabs it at the 13-yard line. He's got running room this time across the 30 and across the 35.
Room to move. He picks up after.
Well, this is where the Irish are going to really need to stabilize this game. They're only down 12-7, and Ryan, those 2 points that the Eagles have left off the board could come back to really hurt them.
Oh, yeah.
The Irish have to make them pay.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, we talked about the adjustments that PVI made defensively. This Notre Dame offense is smart enough to adjust to what they've seen, too. If they can get a quick score here going to halftime, maybe run this clock out a little bit, they'll be sitting pretty.
Motion to the near side. It's Winovich stiff arming around the 40.
Big hit.
Yep, got hammered out of bounds. No flag that I see.
No, not yet.
Tackle made by Keshin. We talked about him before. He's one of their main defensive guys that the Eagles rely on.
Second down.
Not much there. Actually, they're going to give him 5 yards.
5 yards of real estate on the play.
That was a 5-yard stiff arm.
Oh, my God.
2nd and 5. Winovich gets his number called again. He spins and carries for 4 more.
He's been doing really well with the touches that he's been given, but we're so used to talking about him busting off these runs for 20, 25 yards that seeing him get wrapped up like this is kind of weird to see. Back
Another
to him
handoff. Yep. Winovich carries, and I think he's just got enough for a first down. Once again, in on the stop is Keshin.
Even if they do give him the first down here, which it looks like they are, that was a great push there from PVI to keep Winovich from busting out and making anything out of that. I almost thought they stuffed him for a second.
First and 10. Motion man and
prior to the snap.
Bunch of flags goes against Notre Dame.
Start Notre Dame.
Doesn't help the cause.
Ball's coming back.
8:54, second quarter. Just a 12-7 game.
Maybe Joe was right, honestly, because like we've seen movement on offense, but it's been very, very slow to start this game.
Yeah.
Like we talk about these teams, it's pretty explosive, especially since we've done a bunch of Notre Dame. We know exactly how they play, and it's not what we've seen at all so far, and that's credit to PVI for keeping them humbled here.
Going with the same play. Motion, and it's up the middle. Winovich twirls and spins forward. Wilson tackles him. He picks up a few yards, maybe 3 or 4.
Still before the original line of scrimmage here. I'm curious to see what Coach Clancy does here. It's been a steady diet of the run here this entire drive. Winovich has had his number called, I think, every play this drive for offense.
2nd and 12 from the 46. Serace looking to change that. He guns it. And another sliding catch for Quinn. Across midfield to the opposite 45-yard line. They've run that play several times at midfield, and this feels like a big 3rd down and 4 right now early in the game.
As early as it is, this could be the biggest 3rd down right now. With as efficiently as PVI's moving down the field offensively, Notre Dame has to do everything to stay on the field.
Max Pelzer comes in the game. He's in the slot. It's a quarterback draw. Serace cutting up the field. He's got a first down to the 35 rather. Brought down by Wilson on the far side.
AJ said, "You guys can't tackle me like that." He busts around the outside and gives another great burst of speed to cut that corner and keep Notre Dame alive this drive.
Empty formation. Out of the gun, Serace stops and throws, and it is caught low to the ground. Brought in that time by Stefanisco, as they'll pick up 4 yards.
4 yards on the catch.
These little dink and dumps here for Notre Dame have been efficient so far. They got the slant to Quinn right over the middle, and then Stefanisco with that little catch and run right there. They've made their adjustments. They just got to get it in the end zone now.
Serace huddles with the offensive line, trying to get the protection. 2 receivers each way, and the carry going right up the gut. Not much there. First carry for Jordan Scipio.
Brings up 3rd down.
And no gain. 3rd and 6. Scipio's first carry.
Yeah, we've seen so much of Winovich and Surace run the ball. We haven't gotten a chance to talk about Scipio in the season he's had. He's been just as efficient as they needed him to be.
Well, and obviously I haven't seen Notre Dame a ton, and it doesn't seem like they huddle a lot with Surace being the quarterback, but maybe you might want to slow some things down a bit.
Yeah.
Motion. It is caught out in the flat, cutting upfield. Nowhere to go for Winovich. Tackle made by Christian Martin out in the open field, and it's 4th down and about 5.
And again, 4-down territory. Looks like Notre Dame's offense is staying out there.
Under 6 minutes to play. First half, 12-7. Irish trailing, but they're on the move. 4th down from the 24-yard line of the Eagles. Man in motion. Pelzer. Back to throw Surace. The D1 quarterback steps up. He flips it. He's got a first down. It's Winovich stiff-arming another man down to the 14-yard line.
The ability to extend these plays when he has nothing is what makes A.J. Surace so easy to talk about. He's been able to just extend these plays, get right back into the huddle, and go right back to it, whether it's a handoff, QB draw, quick slant. He's got it all right now.
1st and 10 from the 14. Winovich looking for his second score of the first half, and he'll pick up about 4 or 5 yards down to the 10, and once again it's Keshin with the stop. Mo Keshin has been all over the place.
It's been the story of two different defenses, too. Winovich hasn't been able to bust through because they've been wrapping him up and tackling, but Scipio gets the ball this time.
Yes, he does. Up the middle and feeling for blockers, but really not much there.
But to make a long rant short, the PVI defense is wrapping up while the ND defense is doing no such thing. It's been a complete tale of two sides.
Keshin back-to-back tackles. Kilcommon's in the game, the tight end.
Wouldn't be surprised if they try to get him the quick little look right now.
3rd down and 3. Handoff Scipio up the middle. And they're going to mark him short by a yard. It picks up 2 yards. This time it's Bishop stopping him for the defense. And another big 4th down upcoming.
They have to score here. It's not like they can even look for a first down.
Well, it is still a one-score game, and they're well within. Obviously, the score-wise, they're well within reach, but with the way that the defense has started, it certainly is not a call for hope for Sean Clancy and company. So you're right, they certainly want to punch this in, especially putting together a nice drive. They're going to have 4th down and 2 with 4:01 remaining in the first half. It's time to view the world once again through Jammer Doors and Windows, family owned and operated local business since 1920. And today Jammer continues to swat great deals, sales, service, installation of garage doors and openers. And you can check out their showroom, 2850 Brunswick Pike, Business Route 1. And you can also call their Yardley showroom by appointment, 215-493-7709. 4th and 2. Can the Irish pick it up again? They've converted on the last 4th down on this drive. Winovich in motion. Keeper, Surace around the edge, lowers his shoulder, and he has enough for the first down inside the 5.
A.J. Surace has been untackleable. He's been the one that's been getting these big chunk plays for Notre Dame so far. They might as well start feeding him because they're wrapping up Winovich like it's nothing.
1st and goal. Irish.
1st and goal. They're spotting it on the 2. Winovich carries it, untouched, touchdown Irish.
That was as easy as it gets right there for the ND offense. Like you said, completely untouched. Winovich has number 2 on the game, and I wouldn't be surprised if they try to feed him even more.
2 more touchdowns for Gabe Winovich. Makes 14 on the season. And now Scarborough for the important extra point. High snap, kick on its way. Plenty of distance, and it is perfect. Scarborough adds the point after, and special teams, huge check mark in the Irish direction as they have a 14-12 lead. It's almost like a bad World Series game.
Shout out to the Rangers, by the way.
Yeah, they did. They played great.
They absolutely did. It would have been nice to see Philly in there, but I mean, I'm a Red Sox fan, so anything but the Yankees is cool by me.
Well, they didn't make it, so you didn't have to worry at all. Down goes the camera.
It was the camera. I don't even know what happened, but we're good. We're alive.
It's always good. 3:41 to play. Ryan has to bear the elements down there.
You know what? I don't even think that was the elements. That was just God being mad at me for talking about baseball during football season.
2-point game. Both teams have all 3 of their timeouts.
And going back to what you were saying with the special teams, too, it's insane because really Notre Dame should be down here, should be tied up realistically, but because of the special teams, whether it be the bad snaps or the missed PAT, they're still in this game despite the way that PVI is moving the ball on offense.
Cicella and Brown back deep. Scarborough ready to send it away. They kick it left. Cicella grabs it on a hop at the 10. And he's trying to feel his way through, but good coverage by the Irish. He takes it across the 20, but that's pretty much it. Stop made that time by Daniel Haas. And it's a first down. And what can this Irish defense do? They've given up 2 touchdowns on 2 drives.
That's really the question of the night right now is really can they do anything against this offense? PVI's been nothing short of dominant on this side of the ball, whether it be the QB draw or the little dink and dump screens or out to the flats. You might be setting up for a draw right here even.
Yep. 1st and 10. Nope, back to throw. Pumping, throwing, and it is complete. That was a dime to Morad, who gets shoved out of bounds at the 34, right into where Sean Clancy is standing, always looking dapper with the shirt and tie.
He's got to be. I'm surprised he didn't come out with the full suit and tie. It's playoff season.
Well, it's got to be cold. I mean.
Oh God, yeah. Yeah, it's very cold.
Yeah. You're outside, I'm inside, which is a little bit better, I'd say.
Yeah, I mean, you have an open window right in front of you, so it's not really doing you too good.
That's true. 3:26, opening half. Santiago throws and into a couple of defenders, and the receivers got tied up. Morad.
That was a little miscommunication there for the PVI offense, a rare mistake.
Yeah, that looked unlike them. At least so far. Superfans getting activated. They're all sitting down and moving all over the place.
The energy is high here at PVI.
2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
It's a very good high school atmosphere.
It's as loud as it is over here. Ironically enough, it's nothing but like crickets over on the Notre Dame side, who are typically a very loud fan base, and they travel well.
Screen pass is hauled in, and making some cuts, and a nice move is Jameel Brown. Brown goes out after a pickup of 9.
I'll tell you what, they're lucky he stepped out of bounds there because he had a lot of daylight going down the sideline. If he was able to sprint past him, that's another 6 for PVI.
Well, it sets up a 3rd down and 1. Ball on the 43.
This is where the Notre Dame defense really has to come through here. They're staying in an empty set here, but I wouldn't really be surprised if he goes right up the middle on this draw. They got to get guys in the middle.
That or a screen maybe. Runs it. Santiago has it. Hard running across midfield to the 47.
It's like clockwork. Short yardage situations, QB draw or screen, like you were saying. Santiago hasn't been brought down easily once this game. He's been, I don't mean to sound like a broken record, but he's just running over everybody. This Notre Dame defense needs to figure it out. Well, they needed to figure it out last quarter, but they need to figure it out right now.
Once again, Paul the 6th in Notre Dame territory. And they've got all 3 of their timeouts. Well, they've got 2 of their timeouts. Now, Notre Dame has 2, and they have 3. So, if I can read the scoreboard correctly.
Yep, you got it right.
I was making fun of myself. Lob pass, and it is caught. And running in, close to the touchdown. It is a touchdown for PBI, Anthony Sisella Jr.
Uncovered down the sideline as he runs down the sideline here, trying to get some love from the PBI faithful. But that's just what it's been. Notre Dame didn't look horrible on defense there. They actually looked a lot better than they normally did. But broken coverage, blown coverage, wide open down the sideline. As good as the secondary's been for Notre Dame, they couldn't do anything there.
Couldn't have scripted that pass any better.
That was a well-designed play and well executed. And now, after missing back-to-back extra points, they are going for the 2. It's 18-14, trying to make it 20-14. Murad the setback, motion man Wilson. Back to throw, looking, it's batted at the line of scrimmage.
Oh, we got a flag though.
There is a flag, it was Kill Commons who batted the pass.
Let's see what we got here.
We will indeed check the flag.
We do have pass interference.
Wow, pass interference on a deflected ball.
On that point after attempt.
That's as unfortunate as it gets if you're Notre Dame.
Well, you don't see that too often.
And the penalty is
once it's
off.
deflected, yeah, I was just going to say, ball was batted at the line of scrimmage, so that shouldn't matter, the contact after.
Yeah, like...
Unless it was right there at the line of scrimmage, which you're allowed within 5 yards to contact. So good call by the officials there. They waved it off. And it's 18-14, 2:26 to play, opening half.
These special teams have just been the story of the game for PBI. This offense has been nothing short of spectacular, but they just cannot get these PATs for the life of them. They didn't even bring out the special teams. They tried for 2 and still couldn't get it.
Yeah, good job to kind of toughen up there in a tough spot by the Irish, but once again they trail. It's been back and forth. It will be Klecko, number 7, to kick it away.
Now we got to see some adjustments again from the PBI defense because Notre Dame made that drive look a little bit easy.
We'll see if Notre Dame's special teams can come up big again. Zigbo is back, and Bryan is back, and it almost looked like an onside kick.
It looked like they squibbed it a little bit.
Yeah, they did. They chased after it, but Irish do come up with it. Cameron Bailey with a recovery on the kickoff. Good field position for A.J. Cerise and Winowich, and once again, the Irish have 2 timeouts. 2:19 to go.
They got a lot of field to work with here, and they've been traversing it very, very well. See if they slow things down a little bit here. You're talking about going into the huddle for once. We'll see if they do that here.
Winowich in motion. They fake to him. Pressure immediately for Cerise, and he still carries for 3 yards. Greeted in the backfield by Savion Higgs, and then he carried him for a few yards, took him for a ride.
I was about to say, he kept him going for a couple minutes there.
Cerise quickly throws, and another grab low to the ground for Quinn. This time it's across midfield again.
That slant's almost a guarantee every time.
Quinn is getting wide open, you're right. Irish moving quickly.
They don't even need that little wheel screen route. He's just open.
Winowich gets the handoff and carries to the 38.
That time it's to the 38-yard line.
Looks like they're giving him 8 yards.
This will be second down, roughly about 2 to make.
Little under a minute and a half now, and they're really working this clock beautifully.
Cerise, once again, hands off. Winowich lowering his shoulder, and he'll pick up the first down, barely by a yard. Tackle made by Martin.
Irish first down.
The Irish have a first down. Ball is on the 38. Well, now they spot it down at the 35 after the couple of yards. Sarace fires, and it's broken up. Quinn, the intended target, again sliding.
Second down.
And there on the coverage is Sasella. You think he's having a nice night?
Yeah, it looked like AJ was a little behind Quinn there on that throw. Been money so far, but again, that was a really good defense there, getting in Sarace's face, and the coverage was really good too.
2nd and 10. Sarace, clean pocket, deep ball, and almost picked off, juggled! Did he catch that? Quinn makes the catch inside the 10!
Oh my goodness.
First and goal, Notre Dame from the
I don't even know what to say. That was insane. I can't believe the presence of mind with the ball in the air to bring that down. Unbelievable.
And still with 2 timeouts, they could take their time a little bit. They don't want to give the football back with anything. Sarace pumps, and he gets sacked. Now they'll have to take it. In the backfield, sacked by Klecko.
It's the same play that really started this drive for Notre Dame here, but Klecko was able to read and not let Sarace get by him there. Beautiful tackle.
That is their second charge time.
So 34 seconds. And the Irish, once again, knocking on the door. Can they score again? It's been really all offense for both teams. The defenses have forced just 1 punt in this game, and it was the Eagles. The Irish have given up 3 touchdowns in 3 possessions.
Yeah, both of these offenses have been as good as advertised so far. PVI's coming in like on it's like we talked about, a 9-game win streak, and Notre Dame's undefeated coming into this game. There's a reason why the records are the way that they are. These offenses have just been absolutely stellar. This is a beautiful matchup. Both teams should be really honestly grateful regardless of how this game goes out due to the competition level that they're getting right now.
Ball is on the 13 after the sack.
Second goal here for Notre Dame.
34 seconds before the half. Sarace floating one, corner of the end zone. It is hauled in. Touchdown. It is Mike Quinn for the score. His 12th touchdown of the season.
Who else but Michael Quinn for AJ Sarace? He made an unbelievable catch to get them into the red zone and made an even better catch to get them the 6. But we might have somebody down here for PBI.
Looks like we do, and Irish score and take back the lead 20-18. And again, the special teams coming into play, and we will take an injury timeout here on the WBCB Sports Network. So Roan comes off the field. He was able to walk off by himself, which is nice to see. And now the Irish will try to get the point after. Up, and it's good.
28 seconds remaining.
Phenomenal job by Scarborough, and the snap of the hold once again. Irish up 21-18. And an offensive battle that we thought we'd see. And don't forget, if you missed any of tonight's action, read about it in the Trentonian or Trentonian.com. Only newspaper serving Bucks, Burlington, and Mercer County 7 days a week. It is the Trentonian. And, Ryan, we pretty much have gotten the game that we expected, right? Lots of offense, and can the defense get enough stops to overcome it?
Yeah, it's been nothing short of a shootout right now. Both Santiago and Sarace have been untouchable, whether they're running it or throwing it. The defenses haven't had an answer for either one. Murad's been doing his thing out of the backfield. We haven't said his name too much, but when we have, it's been electric. And Winovich he hasn't really necessarily been wrapped up because he's got 2 tutties, but we haven't seen the typical Winovich breakout run here. So we've seen flashes, but these offenses are just showing how elite and next level they are. It's honestly been a lot of fun.
Brown and Cicella back deep. Scarborough approaches. Squib kick. And it's juggled, but then picked up. Hop step and no place to go. Cicella with the return. And it is number 10 on 10 crime. Anthony Kelly drills him.
And Kelly's letting them know about it, too. He's been yelling since the ball got kicked.
So, 23 seconds, and with the way that this offense has been, with Dom Santiago just getting it down the field, you would think with 3 timeouts they may want to even try something here.
I wouldn't be surprised here. With the last touchdown they had, beautiful little loft pass. I would love to see them try that first here, but we could see those little chunk yards with the sneak, or we could see another screen here. I don't even know. That they have me thrown for a loop.
Santiago will go through the air. He's looking, rolling, and now just tosses it out of play and got hit near the out of bounds. Hit supplied that time by the Irish Will Napier.
Seems like some of the coaches on PVI's side are arguing for some unnecessary roughness there.
Yeah, I think it was close.
It was definitely close, but I think it's a good no call.
17 seconds remaining in the half.
Especially in a game like this, you got to kind of let them play, even if it's a little rough.
Sure. 2nd and 10 from their own 25. PVI's offense has been excellent. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. 2 safeties deep for Notre Dame. Back to throw. No, it's a draw. And hustling is Morad towards the sideline, and a tough hit supplied by Zigbu.
It looks like they're trying to call for another one here, trying to get more unsportsmanlike conduct.
Yeah, that one was still in the field of play and might have been a little higher hit than they would have liked, but
11 seconds remaining.
I think certainly the quarterback who became a runner, I mean, I think that's why they didn't call it, but
right.
That one was certainly closer. This one, not going to get that call.
It seemed like they might have been a little upset because he was really excited after making that play, and he might have taunted a little bit, but again, like, why?
11 seconds. Santiago pumping, throwing towards the sideline. It's hauled in. And the catch made by Elijah Wilson across the 40-yard line to the 44. Gets out of bounds with 5 seconds.
I think the Notre Dame defense may have hurt us because they're hitting a lot harder this drive for the PVI offense.
Well, and I think the offense, the way that they've been playing, has to fire them up, and they know that the offense really, with scoring over 40 points a game, that they've really been the unit that's carried them. And a timeout taken with 5 seconds in a really tight game. And, you know, we were talking up here before the game to a couple of people, and everybody pretty much expected this one to be really close and could easily be a one-possession game towards the end. That's certainly what we have here ending the first half.
We could still see some fireworks to end this here. PVI really could just toss a Hail Mary. And, like, we've had the luck of the Irish right now. Pope Paul VI needs to come through for PVI right now. We can.
That's true.
Like, they've had Lady Luck on their side with all these PATs that haven't gone through, because this game should be tied.
Yep.
But
if you're just joining us, 2 missed extra points for PVI, and 1 2-point conversion that they didn't secure, and now that's why they're trailing 21-18. 5 seconds in the half. Back to throw, and Santiago has a completion and staying in the field of play after making the catch. And that will end the half. It was Rome making the grab, and he stayed in play. If he had gone out of bounds, they might have had a second to launch up the Hail Mary, but he did not, and that ends the half as the Irish hustle off. They lead it 21-18. We'll be back to talk about it in a few moments. Irish leading at the break.
Hi, this is Mercer County Prosecutor Angelo Honorfree, and I hope you're enjoying today's game. I'd like to commend today's students for participating in today's event. Being a part of extracurricular activities, whether it's an athletic event, marching in the band, or performing in the school play, or being on the debate team, is good for today's youth. And parents, stay involved in your children's activities and encourage them. An involved parent nurtures your children to accomplish great things. I'm proud to support the youth of Mercer County. This is Angelo Onofre, your Mercer County prosecutor, and I hope you enjoyed today's game.
Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township. If you're looking for a quality pre-owned car, truck, or SUV, then visit Cade Motor Company at their new bigger location of Business Route 1 in Lawrenceville. Cade Motor Company is locally owned, and they've been there for over 40 years, and they offer over 50 hand-picked certified used cars, trucks, and SUVs. They have all makes and models, all personally inspected by the owners. You can provide your own financing, or Cade Motor Company can assist you to make your car buying experience seamless. No exorbitant add-ons, just a good, clean vehicle at a very fair price. That's why Cade Motor Company has been in business for 40 years. Minutes from the Quaker Bridge Mall off Route 1 in Lawrenceville. Or visit CadeMotorCompany.com. That's CadeMotorCompany.com. This is Merrill Reese reminding you that Haldeman Ford Subaru on Route 33 in Hamilton Township is more than just a great place to purchase a new Ford, Subaru, or pre-owned car or truck. Their collision and service centers services all makes and models and specializes in fleet service. Haldeman's Collision Center is renowned for their work. It's a state-of-the-art facility, all insurance accepted, free estimates and loaner cars available, and one of the friendliest staffs around. From small dents to major repairs on any make or model, it's Haldeman Ford Subaru Collision Center, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. They're good! Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org.
Hi, this is Mercer County Prosecutor Angelo Onofre, and I hope you're enjoying today's game. I'd like to commend today's students for participating in today's event. Being a part of extracurricular activities, whether it's an athletic event, marching in the band, or performing in the school play, or being on the debate team, is good for today's youth. And parents, stay involved in your children's activities and encourage them. An involved parent nurtures your children to accomplish great things. I'm proud to support the youth of Mercer County. This is Angelo Onofre, your Mercer County prosecutor, and I hope you enjoyed today's game.
Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township. This is Merrill Reese reminding you that Haldeman Ford Subaru on Route 33 in Hamilton Township is more than just a great place to purchase a new Ford, Subaru, or pre-owned car or truck. Their collision and service centers services all makes and models and specializes in fleet service. Haldeman's Collision Center is renowned for their work. It's a state-of-the-art facility, all insurance accepted, free estimates and loaner cars available, and one of the friendliest staffs around. From small dents to major repairs on any make or model, it's Haldeman Ford Subaru Collision Center, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. They're good! 1490 WBCB Levittown and Trenton, and video stream live at WBCBsports.com. Your home for the best local sports in Bucks and Mercer counties. Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org.
Hi, this is Mercer County Prosecutor Angelo Honorfree, and I hope you're enjoying today's game. I'd like to commend today's students for participating in today's event. Being a part of extracurricular activities, whether it's an athletic event, marching in the band, or performing in the school play, or being on the debate team, is good for today's youth. And parents, stay involved in your children's activities and encourage them. An involved parent nurtures your children to accomplish great things. I'm proud to support the youth of Mercer County. This is Angelo Honorfree, your Mercer County Prosecutor, and I hope you enjoyed today's game.
Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township. This is Merrill Reese reminding you that Haldeman Ford Subaru on Route 33 in Hamilton Township is more than just a great place to purchase a new Ford Subaru or pre-owned car or truck. Their collision and service centers services all makes and models and specializes in fleet service. Haldeman's Collision Center is renowned for their work. It's a state-of-the-art facility, all insurance accepted, free estimates and loaner cars available, and one of the friendliest staffs around. From small dents to major repairs on any make or model, it's Haldeman Ford Subaru Collision Center, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. They're good! 1490 WBCB Levitan and Trenton, and video stream live at WBCBsports.com. Your home for the best local sports in Bucks and Mercer counties. Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org.
Hi, this is Mercer County Prosecutor Angelo Honorfree, and I hope you're enjoying today's game. I'd like to commend today's students for participating in today's event. Being a part of extracurricular activities, whether it's an athletic event, marching in the band, or performing in the school play, or being on the debate team, is good for today's youth. And parents, stay involved in your children's activities and encourage them. An involved parent nurtures your children to accomplish great things. I'm proud to support the youth of Mercer County. This is Angelo Honorfree, your Mercer County Prosecutor, and I hope you enjoyed today's game.
Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township. This is Merrill Reese reminding you that Haldeman Ford Subaru on Route 33 in Hamilton Township is more than just a great place to purchase a new Ford Subaru or pre-owned car or truck. Their collision and service centers services all makes and models and specializes in fleet service. Haldeman's Collision Center is renowned for their work. It's a state-of-the-art facility, all insurance accepted, free estimates and loaner cars available, and one of the friendliest staffs around. From small dents to major repairs on any make or model, it's Haldeman Ford Subaru Collision Center, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. They're good! 1490 WBCB Levitan and Trenton, and video stream live at WBCBsports.com. Your home for the best local sports in Bucks and Mercer counties. Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org.
Hi, this is Mercer County Prosecutor Angelo Honorfree, and I hope you're enjoying today's game. I'd like to commend today's students for participating in today's event. Being a part of extracurricular activities, whether it's an athletic event, marching in the band, or performing in the school play, or being on the debate team, is good for today's youth. And parents, stay involved in your children's activities and encourage them. An involved parent nurtures your children to accomplish great things. I'm proud to support the youth of Mercer County. This is Angelo Honorfree, your Mercer County Prosecutor, and I hope you enjoyed today's game.
Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township. This is Merrill Reese reminding you that Haldeman Ford Subaru on Route 33 in Hamilton Township is more than just a great place to purchase a new Ford, Subaru, or pre-owned car or truck. Their collision and service centers services all makes and models and specializes in fleet service. Haldeman's Collision Center is renowned for their work. It's a state-of-the-art facility, all insurance accepted, free estimates and loaner cars available, and one of the friendliest staffs around. From small dents to major repairs on any make or model, it's Haldeman Ford Subaru Collision Center, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. They're good! 1490 WBCB Levitan and Trenton, and video stream live at WBCBsports.com. Your home for the best local sports in Bucks and Mercer counties.
Welcome back out on
21 to 18. Welcome back to Paul VI. And the fans getting back into it, the super fans in front of us who were attempting to kick out Ryan's feet before.
Yeah, it takes a lot more than sophomore shoes to take me down.
He's Ryan Baxter. I'm Keith Noonan. 21 to 18. The Irish with a narrow lead. And if you're just tuning in, just joining us, both the offenses looking awfully good, each scoring 3 touchdowns in that first half. Defenses, not so much. They've given up a lot of yards and quite a few points, as per the usual. Both these teams averaging in a final contest around 22 to 25 points a game. They've basically already given that up. And it's been the special teams, Ryan, I think, that has really made the big impact so far on the scoreboard. 3 times the Irish were able to convert their point afters, and it was 1 failed 2-point conversion and 2 missed point after attempts for Paul VI, so they're going to need to sort that out as they trail.
That better be the one. If they talked about anything in the locker room, that better be it. This special teams is honestly the only reason why this game isn't tied. This has been very well played on both sides offensively. Both running backs have been able to find lanes and get into, and Gabe Winovich specifically getting touchdowns. The PVI air raid has been all over the secondary of Notre Dame. They've been getting it at will, and not even to mention that Santiago's been running them over just as much as he's been throwing over them. But it really does come down to that, because PVI is making this difficult for themselves. They could really get a defensive stop, score, and then they'd be okay, because Notre Dame hasn't been able to do anything to answer their offense. But yeah, this special teams has done nothing but change everything for PVI. They got to come out here and do something quick, either offensively or special teams wise.
AJ Serace throwing a touchdown pass, and Gabe Winowich, both Rutgers commits in the next few seasons, will be playing on Saturdays in Piscataway, and those two guys, that tandem, have really been trying to match what Dom Santiago has done. But the big question is the Irish defense here, Ryan. Yeah,
that's always going to be what it comes down to. AJ and Gabe can go down and put up 600 yards each and have 12 touchdowns, but if their defense doesn't come through with this PVI offense that's just as good, if not a little bit better, it's not going to matter anything. They're going to go home and not play anymore.
Yep. Certainly playoff time and elimination time. The winner will take on Bergen Catholic, who is just a stronghold in New Jersey, and to have to go up and play a team like that. I mean, the Irish coming into this contest, again, if you're just joining us, they are undefeated and still having to play a road game. 7-1 is Paul VI. They lost on week 0 and then won 7 straight games. They continued to win while racking up a ton of points, and the Irish have not lost as they lead, and they will kick off. They lost the toss and it got deferred to them, so now they will have to kick it to the Eagles as they will start with the football.
This is going to be a really, really big possession for the Notre Dame defense, let alone the PVI offense here.
No question.
Starting out this half, there's got to be some type of statement made. Notre Dame ideally would probably want a turnover. Fumble or interception, they'll take it as they can get it, but they need to make a stop here to keep this lead, because they can't keep playing tit for tat, because that's got to come down to last possession, and that's not guaranteed.
We're underway in the third quarter.
Squib kick, and it's Sasella at the 17. Tried to make a man miss and tried to get around the corner, but he got tripped up there by the Irish.
At the last second.
And it looked like once again on special teams, Anthony Kelly with the shoestring tackle.
Is going to start out their first.
It's one of the better tackles that I've seen from Notre Dame today. It wasn't an arm tackle. They finally was able to just trip somebody up.
And the pass intended for the other referee is incomplete.
Ball on the 19. Dom Santiago looked really, really good in that first half. Hands off to his setback, Murad.
Murad gets out to the 35-yard line.
Has 11 yards and a first down to the 35.
First down.
He's a name that we haven't really talked about all that much. He's gotten a couple catches out of the slot, and he's been efficient when he's gotten his touches, but the second part of this two-headed monster in the backfield has been kind of quiet to start out this game.
Fans are really having a good time down there.
Yeah, they're really enjoying themselves down here.
First and 10, Murad again breaking a couple of tackles, and he's across the 40 to the 42, brought down by a bunch of Irish. Connor Rozika in there.
7, give or take, second and 3.
Rozika is a guy, came into this game, 88 tackles, 2 deflections for interceptions.
Opening seconds here in the third quarter.
4 tackle for loss. He has just been awesome. 2 fumble recoveries as well.
He's been the real backbone for this Notre Dame defense. He's got to start making some really serious plays here.
Second down, and Murad running through tacklers. He's across midfield. And finally brought down by Notre Dame. Andy Zigbu with the stop finally, but it's a first down.
I didn't quite get the number on there, but pull-around block there that his teammate, that Murad's teammate, was able to lay for him to get that first down was exactly what they needed to get that first, because he was going to get swallowed by Notre Dame's defense if he didn't get that block.
Well, they've got to key in on something, and right now they're struggling to defend the run. They struggled to defend really both the quarterback run and the pass in the first half. Another handoff,
Morad with the rock.
and plenty of room for Morad, who picks up 9 yards. And this is just the last thing, if you're an Irish fan, that you want to see second and short and first downs on the first touch of a first down, just putting back to back, either first downs or second and shorts.
It just goes to show how absolutely incredible this PVI offense is. This Notre Dame defense has shown little flashes. They can get in there and be disruptive, but PVI has had an answer for every single punch that Notre Dame has tried to throw.
How about a draw here?
I wouldn't be surprised.
2nd and 1. There it is.
You should play the lottery, Keith.
Santiago, right up the middle, and he is in for 6. 37 yards on the draw, just right up the middle. I don't think anybody touched him.
Dom Santiago, have yourself a day. This PVI offense, specifically Dom Santiago, has been stepping all over the Irish. That luck of the Irish is gone now. PVI is, I don't even know what to say anymore. PVI has been all over them to start this second half. This is not good for Notre Dame.
Kicker, Blake Shoulder, is in there trying to convert his first. One was a juggled snap, not his fault. It's a high snap, it's booted through, and it's good. Much to the excitement of Paul VI fans, they take back the lead 25-21.
That was a well-deserved round of applause for the special teams of PVI. They're making it a 4-point game now. Now we got to see. This PVI defense has shown that they can adjust and be able to contain Winovich.
They've got one punt, and the Irish have not stopped PVI at all.
This PVI defense has to show what they showed on that one stop that they got. Otherwise, it's going to keep going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
The Italian People's Bakery, proud to support high school sports on the WBCB Sports Network. 63 Butler Street for the finest rolls, deli meats, and pastries. The Italian People's Bakery on 63 Butler Street, the place to go for the best hoagies, finest dessert trays for any get-together. They offer catering as well. The Italian People's Bakery since 1936. If you miss any of tonight's game, read about it in the Trentonian or Trentonian.com. Only newspaper serving Bucks, Burlington, and Mercer County 7 days a week. It is the Trentonian. It's time to see the Irish offense here in the second half.
Picks up.
No squib this time.
Nope. Kick is short, grabbed by Bryant. Bryant from the 15 has some running room. He spins and twirls, and he is carrying defenders near midfield.
Another really good return with great field position again for this Irish offense.
Takes it all the way to the 47 from the 15.
Brian has been really good for this team on special teams. He's somebody that they bring in for package runs every now and then. He's like a third head in that backfield with Scipio and Winovich, but he's been really doing he's been doing a lot of work in the special teams, and it shows.
Kilcommon's in the game at tight end. And he'll come in as an extra blocker for Winovich.
Oh my God.
Dead to rights, and he spins out of it. He's to the 35, cuts upfield, still on his feet, bouncing off defenders inside the 20.
Remember how I was talking about Winovich hasn't busted out one of those runs yet? That's what I'm talking about. Whenever he's down or looks like he's out of the play, no, he's not. Just give him time. He's got it.
Fresh set of downs after the long run.
First down, Irish.
From the 19.
Red zone.
Winovich keeps and takes up the middle.
In the middle, stays in the middle.
5-yard gain down to the 14.
Looked like AJ had an idea to keep it that time, but decided to just give it back to the big back.
It was almost like he kept it, right? I mean,
Yeah, really.
2nd and 6 from up here.
Sarace likes to kind of hold that, and he's trying to set Winowich up. Now he says, go behind me.
He's got a pistol look now instead of the shotgun.
Yep. And this time Sarace does keep RPO around the edge inside the 5 and is shoved out there.
It's the exact same play that we saw beforehand. Sarace kept it that time. He definitely must have saw something on that last play for him to call that again and get to basically the 1 yard line.
Klecko with the stop. He's down to the 3. Irish trying to take the lead again. This is a quick strike if they can do it. Handoff. Winowich trying for his 3rd touchdown of the night, and
They're gonna.
he is with a touchdown.
Touchdown, Notre Dame.
It's number 3 on the day for Winowich already. We still got another quarter to go.
And 8:32 to play in the 3rd.
Yeah, and like you said, too, to piggyback what you were saying, what a response from this Notre Dame offense. Great return from Bryant, and then absolute efficiency from this offense driving all the way down and taking the lead yet again.
Right through goes the point after by Scarborough.
In the 3rd quarter.
And like you said, what a response as the Irish take back the lead. And we'll take a timeout and come back for the kickoff after this.
$14.90 WBCB, Levittown and Trenton, and video stream live.
Welcome back to PVI, and it is a 28-25 game, field goal game.
Oh,
little onside kick, and this one is close.
Falling on immediately by the
And it is recovered, but barely.
PVI from the 49.
Man, that was dangerous for PVI.
That would have been
from the Irish.
That would have been absolutely perfect for the Irish there, because their offense has been just as efficient as PVI's there. They get it with that field position again. We could be looking at 2 possessions.
Caden McCormick Giletto came up with a recovery.
Good presence of mind there to not just like completely back away from the play there, just fell right on top of it and kept any other player from getting it.
At the same time, it didn't work for the Irish, and you're giving a very short field, only 51 yards to the end zone to this offense that has really steamrolled right through.
Yeah, I don't think you should call that unless it's a 100%er, but shout out to Clancy for the confidence in his team.
Murad gets hit hard.
Opposite 49-yard line.
Knee-high level by the Irish.
Second and 8.
Good stop. Scipio was in on it.
That was one of the first really nice tackles that I've seen from this Notre Dame defense today, able to stop Murad before he was able to get going and get way more than he should have there.
Well, that was a good job to set the edge there.
They've been going with a lot more running back in the backfield here. We saw a lot of like empty backfield before in the first half. They've changed it up a little bit.
2nd and 8.
Down
Murad running room, and he has a first down across the 40.
Brought down at the 38.
As quickly as there's a good play by the Notre Dame defense, PVI comes back and responds with at least 8 to 10 yards each time.
Yeah, they certainly look like they're not going to be stopped unless they turn the football over.
And I don't even think that's going to happen either.
Well, how could you?
Because we've seen a lot of missed tackles. We've seen a lot of blown coverage. So there's going to have to be, from the looks of it, a genuine PVI like bad snap or big mistake here for Notre Dame to get something going defensively.
1st and 10 from the 37. Irish bring a blitz, and this time they bottle up the quarterback, Santiago, as he's only able to pick up 2 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 8.
Good trench play there for Notre Dame. We highlighted that early on in the game and pregame as well. And this looked like they finally won a battle down there. And you just got to see if it's consistency now.
Well, that's the play that they have to stop. I mean, if they're going to get beat, I think you've got to get beat by Santiago's arm. You can't just let him dash up the middle every single time.
Oh, no, absolutely not. We came into this game, Santiago's arm was the topic of conversation when it came to him as a player. He's been able to just take over and tank everything. He's looked like Josh Allen out there.
Man in motion. And they pitch it. Murad trying to get around the edge. The Irish set the edge, though. And not much there, only a yard. Again, the Irish making a nice play.
Another good job of setting the edge there from the Irish defense, not letting Murad able to bust out and turn up field and possibly get a first down. They've been doing really good on these outside runs now. They really just have to taper in on this middle.
It was Quinn forcing him out. So good job by him. He's speedy. He's already caught a touchdown and had a miraculous catch on the near side earlier as well.
I still don't know how he caught that ball.
It was deflected up in the air. 3rd down and 7 from the 34. Man in motion. Handoff. Murad, running room. He's got the first down and 20 more as he's pushed out inside the 15. Finally pushed out by Zigbu, but again, he gets around the edge. And PVI has a first down.
Notre Dame did such a good job setting the edges on the rushers beforehand, but Moran was able to find a hole there and exploit it to its fullest abilities. Unfortunately for PVI, not able to get 6, but they're knocking on the door yet again.
1st and 10 from the 12. Another good situation for Santiago in this offense. Handoff. Murad right up the middle. And he'll pick up 4 yards across the 10 to the 9. Brought down by a host of tacklers.
It's the first time I formation look for the PVI Eagles.
I think maybe they've done it one other time, but that was pretty much it. You're right.
2nd down has to make the 2 for a first down.
Not a lot of under center play from really either side of the ball here. It's been shotgun, pistol.
Well, and you would think that this is going to be 4 down territory regardless.
Oh, absolutely.
This field really shrinks when you get deep into the red area, so that could be a positive for the Irish. They just need a couple more stops.
Could be looking at another draw.
2nd down, and that's exactly what they do, and Santiago falls forward after he picks up 4 yards.
This will be 3rd down.
So he's inching closer, but it's 3rd down.
It definitely looks like Notre Dame made that draw a point of emphasis there. He got a little yards the first time we saw it this drive, but it's been stifled ever since they've tried to run it again.
Ball is spotted on the 6. They need the 2 for a first down and goal.
Sitting on the 6-yard line.
3rd and 4.
Under 5 left to go in the 3rd now as well.
Under center goes Santiago. Irish jumping all over the place, trying to make them uncomfortable. Murad dashes into the end zone. Untouched. And Murad with a touchdown. His 8th of the season.
That was Murad's drive the entire way. They fed him all the way down the field, and they were able to get him 6 out of it. It just goes back to this PVI offense just being borderline unstoppable. We saw flashes from the Notre Dame defense, but same old story, PVI for 6.
Same old, same old.
And now we got to see if it's for 7. They got it last time.
They have scored a touchdown on every offensive drive this game. Shoulder. Boots it. There's a flag, and it carries just over the uprights, but I think the play was blown dead.
That was a little floater right there.
It was. Shoulder barely got that over.
It almost looked like he stopped running towards the ball as he saw the defenders getting in there.
Yeah, Irish did a good job to get some guys around the edge.
I thought they were going to block that. Everybody busted through the line there.
The flag on the kick, folks. So,
check the penalty.
Take a few seconds to figure this out.
But it is going to be another lead change. That's got to be the 6th one tonight.
Oh, goodness. I think 6 might be cutting it. Roughing the kicker, it looks like, or running into the kicker.
Okay, so that's a mistake by the Irish.
Defense for running into the kicker.
So I assume count the PAT and then assess that on the kickoff?
I would think so.
They're having a lengthy discussion with the Zebras.
Unless they want to go for 2, I believe they could choose, which would take the kick off the board. So they're probably not going to do that.
So with 4:40 remaining in the third
So it'll be
quarter,
assessed on the kick. Another
PVI
touchdown.
31.
And we'll take a 30-second timeout.
Notre Dame
And we'll be
28,
back
the
then.
barn burner burns all.
$14.90 WBCB Levittown and Trenton, and video stream live at WBCBsports.com. Your home for the best local sports in Bucks and Mercer counties.
Ready for the kickoff, and a very short kickoff this will be. You'd even try an onside kick here.
I would.
Solder just instead boots it, and it goes over the head
Going to be into the end zone
and into the end zone. So it'll be a touchback out to the 25. Will go A.J. Sarace, and this offense that again has to keep pace because they have not had an opportunity to breathe. They've had to score every drive, otherwise they are behind.
And they've done a really good job at responding too. It's like you said, we've only seen one stop on defense, and it was PVI forcing the punt. But with that said, because of the missed PATs and because of everything that the Notre Dame offense has been able to do in response, they're able to keep this a go back and forth, score for score game.
Sarace on the keeper. Look at A.J. Sarace into the second level. Takes it all the way to the 38-yard line.
QB Kiever doing wonders there. A.J. Sarace using every bit of that speed to bust right through and put Notre Dame in even better field position.
1st and 10 Irish.
First down after a nice pickup. Pickup of about 18. Winowich on the give. Right up the gut. Not too much there. Brought down by Keshin.
Yards on the play up to the 41.
He'll only pick up 3.
So we're looking at 2nd and 7 here for Notre Dame.
Despite Winowich's 3 touchdowns in the open field here before they get into the red zone area, PVI has done a really good job of keeping that middle nice and contained and not letting Winowich do too much until he gets to the outside.
Winowich again. This time he dashes and pulls his way forward close to the first down. He's brought down just short.
On the move.
It'll be 3rd and short.
With the handout up to the 47.
I remember speaking to Gabe Winowich way early on, even before the season started, and I kind of want to ask him again because I was curious to see if the competition in Michigan was any different than it is here.
3rd and 1, Sarace keeps, and I'm not sure he got there.
He didn't.
He did not. No gain. Wilson in there as well as Keshin and Bishop. And now it is 4th down, and the fans will get fired up on this one. PVI looking for a stop near midfield.
This could be the biggest defensive possession of the game for PVI right here. This is really, I don't even want to say do or die for Notre Dame, but they have done absolutely nothing to counteract this PVI offense. They need to convert now.
4th and 1. Handoff, and it goes no place. Winowich couldn't go anywhere. And once again, it is Mo Keshin in the backfield, and they turn it over on downs.
PVI is unglued right now. The stands went crazy. The sidelines went crazy. You want to talk about momentum? This PVI offense may have just gotten even better after that stop.
That is as bad of an outcome as the Irish could have dreamt up, as now Santiago has a chance to make this a couple of possessions if they could pound it in once again. Murad around the edge, and Murad gets hammered out of bounds. Big time hit supplied by Andy Zigbu. He's had a couple of those, but Murad gets 9 or 10, we'll see, and it's enough to move the chains.
In this weather, I hate seeing hits like that because I know it hurts just a little bit more.
PVI first down.
One of my good friends at one of my other jobs used to be a running back at Ursinus, and he said, I did not like playing in the cold weather. Can tell you that.
I can't really say I blame him. He's a smart guy.
2:39, clock frozen right now. Talk about the cold. Right up the middle again. Murad, room to run. Murad turns on the speed, and he's gone.
Well, we have a flag.
And there is a flag.
Oh, no.
And that might have been even inconsequential to the play because he had the burners on. But that flag is sitting right around the 16, and it is coming back.
Offensive holding, so that
what a mistake.
Ball is coming back.
That's heartbreaking for PVI because that really busted the door open for this offensive team. They made a really good stop defensively because how often can you say Winovich stopped short? They did really, really good to stop this offense, but now it's up to the defense. A tiny little momentum shift here for the Notre Dame Irish defense. It's up to them now to get the stops that they've been dying to get this entire game.
Well, they certainly would like it now.
I'm going to try again.
32-28. It is a first down and short from the 28. And why not? Try Murad again and again. The edge not set by the Irish, and an easy first down and plenty more to the 14-yard line.
More than enough to move the chains for a PVI
Finally,
first
forced out by Karen Woods.
And Murad's got to be running a little angrier after that. He had a wide open, untouched touchdown that got taken away from him. He wants to get back in there as soon as possible.
Well, and not even to, even remark too much on the time, but he keeps running out of bounds, and you would think they want to burn some time here to try to end the quarter.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. He keeps busting out and going out of bounds. I understand not wanting to take the hit, but you got the lead right now. You need this clock running.
Santiago, all types of motion up front. Play is whistled dead.
Now if this is on PVI, it would really not be a good time for them to get sloppy.
Well, this drive started right at midfield after the defense came up with their second stop only of the game. Irish have not made one.
Yeah.
And it is a false start, so it is coming back, and that is 2 big penalties now on PVI when, like you said, they were really seizing all the momentum. Murad dashed in for a second touchdown of the game, and then it was called back. That's why I paused.
Ball is spotted at the 19-yard line.
I didn't see the flag, but it was there.
Yeah, I didn't see it either. I didn't see it till late. I started scanning over, and I saw a bunch of people in a circle, and I was like, oh, that can't be good.
First and 15. Murad right up the middle again, runs through an arm tackle, and takes it down to the 11-yard line.
Looks like to be
Cam Bailey, the tackle that time, but again, on the move. 2nd and 7 after a first and long.
It's almost like for every 5 yards PVI gets sent back, they gain at least 8 or 10 each time. Whatever disadvantage they have, they make up for it instantaneously.
Under 2 minutes to go, third quarter. Paul the 6th on the move again. They have the lead.
Haven't seen a throw in a while.
And you won't see one now. Murad running left. He's trying to get the edge, and he can't. Down to the 2-yard line. He put on a big hit on Bailey, who's still down.
Yeah, Bailey's definitely feeling that one. That was shoulder right into the sternum right there. That probably knocked the wind out of him.
Here with 1:35 remaining in the third
my
quarter.
apologies. That is Zigbu, who is down.
Ziegler down for Notre Dame.
Yeah, he took a big hit from Murad right into his chest there. Drove his shoulder right into him and knocked him back a couple yards. Those two have been going at it all game, though.
No question. So Ziegler down, and it is a first down and goal from the 3-yard line. And Ziegler just looks like he got the wind knocked out of him. He's already up. We were about to take a break, but he is walking back to the Irish bench, so that is great to see as well.
Yeah, it looked like he was, might have been a little upset. I don't know if they told him he couldn't come back in for the play, but it looks like he's good to go. Oh, never mind, he goes back down.
PVI first and goal!
He's getting off on his own power, but he's struggling still.
And I think I'm actually right this time. From the 3.
There he goes.
Yep, first and goal from the 3. It has been a struggle defensively, and you give a ton of credit to offensively what PVI has done.
This has been easily the most, I don't even want to, I'll say it, a well-disciplined, well-run offense I've seen on a high school level. This PVI offense has had their way the entire game. They've followed game plans, they've followed blocks. Everything they've had has just been open and unmatched. This offense has been spectacular.
Well, there's still a pause on the field.
The injured,
still trying to.
Notre Dame players still being escorted.
Ziegler still on the field.
He must have really got the wind knocked out of him.
Yeah, he is going to the bench, so good that he was able to walk off, but clearly still hampered a bit. And first and goal from the 3. PVI looking to take a bigger lead for the first time. It's been back and forth.
1:35 remaining in the third quarter.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but this might be the first time that we see a 2-possession game here.
Yep, it would be. It's been one possession all the way. From the 3, Santiago gives off. Murad.
Touchdown!
PVI strikes again. Another consecutive touchdown. They have not been stopped or kept out of the end zone all evening long.
Whether it's Dom Santiago or it's your running back Murad, it's been unbelievable. That's 2 touchdowns on the ground for him. Santiago's got a touchdown through the air. He's got a couple on the ground. This PVI offense has been, I said it before and I'll say it again. I don't mean to sound like a broken record, but they have been spectacular, almost perfect.
Blake Shoulder to kick it. Spotted. Kick is short. Did it get over? It did not. Another missed opportunity. And again, those things can mount up, but it's still a 10-point lead, even with all those misses. 38-28. The Irish have not stopped anybody. And let's just go back briefly. The Irish going for it on that 4th down in their own territory when the defense, knowing you would give a short field to this offense, and the defense has not been able to stop anybody. Any question about Sean Clancy maybe thinking about just punting the football there and trying to down them deep and hoping that somehow the defense gets a stop or a turnover? Any thought there, Ryan? Or did you like him going for it there?
I understand why he went for it
So
there,
do I, yeah.
But I'm also on the side of if you punted it, there's probably a chance that there would have been a stop because there were a lot of mistakes by PVI on that last offensive drive for them. They couldn't. They were efficient, but they kept knocking themselves back. If you put them up on the end zone right there, if what a punt could have done there, we could have seen the first stop for Notre Dame.
Squib kick. Bryant picks it up at the 13. Yeah, not much there. He gets covered up pretty well.
And just about the 27.
And who else but
Notre Dame will be
Mo Keshin.
10 from there.
But certainly I think if you're Sean Clancy, he was thinking, well, the defense hasn't stopped anybody, so I'm going to keep my best unit out there, but certainly it did not work out, and certainly that play did not work out. Blown up in the backfield, and that could come back to really hurt them.
As of right this very second, it's going to, because it's not back and forth anymore, lead for lead. PVI has the lead, and they're not letting go of it if this offense continues to run like they've been running.
Winowich goes no place. And another tackle for loss by Mo Keshin. He was the one that made the stop on the 4th down, and he's made about 10 tackles tonight.
He's been all over this field on defense for PVI. I feel bad for the linemen who have to stay in front of him.
Final minute of the 3rd quarter, Serace going deep and flags in the area of pass interference, and Michael Quinn has been all over the place, and he looks like he's going to pick up the beneficiary of that penalty.
It looked like he was being held back a little bit there when he was trying to get the fly route going.
Yeah, Sicella was in the area, and he's probably going to get called.
Holding on the defense, yep.
Yep, so it's a holding, not a pass interference.
And there's going to be a hold charge to the defense.
So that gives Notre Dame a little bit more life, but it's really just about capitalizing on this life now. They've done it a lot on offense, but the defense has just, they haven't been able to do anything to answer PVI's offense. As good as Winowich and Serace have been all game long, it just comes down to their defense.
And we
got another one.
Yeah, Winowich, I think, started too early.
Yep, going to be right there.
Sides, offense.
So
that's going to come a few yards outside the sticks.
Well, you play a game like this where
15, give or take.
The defense has not stopped anyone, and obviously Sean Clancy trying to be aggressive there with the offense, and
32-yard line.
did not work out, and now they are way behind the 8 ball as they try to climb back in within a possession. Serace on a quarterback draw. He's got some room to run, and he carries to the 44. They're going to spot him right at the 45.
Back inside the sticks.
Nice gain.
A 13-yard gain.
13.
That's going to make it, I think, 2nd and 2 now.
12-yard gain, give or take. Or 2.
2nd and 3.
Still going with the no huddle look is Notre Dame.
Winowich with some running room. Gabe Winowich.
Winowich takes it
down to the 35.
The opposite 35.
Good blocking up front, and nobody able to stop him that time.
When Winowich has time to think and find his spots, you're going to see runs like that. But the PVI defense has been in the backfield and not given him time to look around and see where he can go. That's one of the first times we've seen it.
Serace gets the playoff. He keeps on the RPO and is flung down.
Time winds down
at the 31.
31-yard line. That is the end of the
and that's the end of the 3rd quarter. The tackle made by Anthony Jackson. PVI 38, Notre Dame 28, 12 minutes left in the game. Can the Irish mount a comeback? They're driving, and we'll be back after this.
$14.90 WBCB Levittown and Trenton, and video stream live at WBCBsports.com. Your home for the best local sports in Bucks and Mercer counties.
And welcome back.
2nd down, Notre Dame.
It is the playoff round number 1. 9 seed Notre Dame, 8 seed PVI, and AJ Serace trying to mount a comeback late. And it's a perfect pass dropped into the arms of his receiver inside the 5-yard line. That was hauled in again by Quinn.
Who else?
Quinn with the reception for the Notre Dame.
Immediately striking for a big pass.
That's exactly what the doctor ordered for the Irish here. If they can punch it here, they need a stop.
1st and goal from the 2 and a whistle.
Just like that, probably another false start.
And it is. That's the thing about trying to move quickly.
That's going to walk it back.
Nobody was, or at least someone was not set.
As efficient as no huddle can be, it's got to be perfect when you do it, because you can't have situations like that where you get a really good chunk play, get your no huddle going, and then get a false start, because that probably would have been a touchdown there, because the momentum there and PVI wasn't set. That would have been 6.
38-28 as we begin the fourth quarter, and Irish now back to the 7-yard line. Irish defensively have not gotten a stop, but the offense has been great. And a lob pass, and wide open was Liam Kilcommons, and Surace overshot him.
A rare overshoot from A.J. Surace there. Like you said, Kilcommons wide open. Wow.
Well, somebody missed the assignment, but it didn't matter. You're right, that is a rare miss. This quarterback has been the leader and has been phenomenal. We mentioned the numbers several times. He has been awesome, but that time a mistake. Second down, goal to go from the 7. Surace hustling, keeping it on the draw. His helmet comes off the end of the play. Down to the 5-yard line.
I was just thinking, looking at the formation right there with the 5 wide empty backfield, could we see an ND QB draw the way we've seen PVI do it the entire game?
Well, Surace has to come out because his helmet came off for a play, and this is not the time for the Irish that they
absolutely not
want to deal with this. Julian Matura comes in.
I expect Winovich here.
5 yards to get, 3rd and goal. Matura fakes, he throws, and it's batted down at the line of scrimmage. Batted down on the play. Savion Higgs.
That was almost absolutely dangerous. The celebration almost led to an injury right there.
Out there. 4th down.
Now it's 4th and 5, but Surace can come in. That was a very inopportune time for Surace's helmet to come off, forcing him to miss a play, and it looks like the field goal team is coming on, and well, you're going to have to kick the field goal at some point.
Notre Dame is going to
down by 10.
Kicking unit.
And honestly, who else but Kevin Scarborough? He's been close to automatic the entire season.
He's been awesome.
I was watching him during the pregame and during halftime. He was drilling some pretty long field goals there, getting himself warmed up here. So if he can bring them to within 7 and Notre Dame can get a stop, we could be going back to the back and forth.
Hold your breath. This is for 3.
Oh no!
And it can't be spotted.
Mishandled.
Irish come away with it for the moment, and he's brought down.
Good. No good.
Jacob Rambo came in to make the tackle after the spot couldn't be placed down. We have an injured player at the end of the play.
There's a flag too. I'm not sure why, but there's a flag.
My goodness.
So we're going to load time here with 10:55.
A complete disaster for the Irish.
And we do have
a personal foul on the defense.
On the defense.
And was that during the play, or was it a dead ball foul is the question.
I want to say it was a dead ball because that flag came late.
Dead ball foul.
But I can't really tell. Either way, this is pretty much what we talked about a little bit. If Clancy decided to punt the ball that last time, now PVI is a little backed up after this penalty. We'll see if that defense can capitalize on that here.
And we'll check the call here, but right now the Irish get no points out of that drive, and that would be the 3rd time that they've been stopped, and the Irish defense has yet to come away with a stop.
It's the 3rd time they've been stopped, and that's also back-to-back drives now that they've been stopped too. And even then, obviously we can't guarantee 3 there, but back-to-back 0 points facing this Notre Dame offense, this PVI defense needs to be proud of themselves for that.
They've done an excellent job the last few possessions, and that one just kind of slipped through the holder for the Irish and could not be handled.
Also makes you think, too, how much different this game would be if Kilcommons was able to make that catch.
Well, right. The throw just was too tall for him, and that would have been an easy touchdown. Yeah, I know. He is a large man. And now they're going to have to defensively find a way. They're down by 10 of the Irish, and the defense has to make a play. Right now, all PVI wants to do is grab some first downs.
Absolutely. A big tackle for loss here would be completely apropos for the Notre Dame defense. Show that they could still be in this, because they're really still in this game. They really just need a stop.
Santiago calling signals, goes into a long count, hands off, and Murad goes absolutely nowhere. Bottled up by the Irish defense, and Winovich was there on the tackle, and now you'd expect he's going to be in there probably every snap for the rest of this game.
He is going to be in that backfield as much as possible. Offensively or defensively, that's not really up to him, but he's going to be there.
10.5 to play, clock winding.
Definitely a bit of a slower pace here from PVI.
2nd and 9.
Back to that I formation look.
Santiago with a handoff. Murad, no place to go. Hammered down by Connor Rosica.
I mean, what a time for this Notre Dame defense to show that they're still here. A lot of time left in this fourth quarter. A lot of things could happen in this football game.
Well, you obviously have to be careful about the pass here, because I don't think just up 10 with A.J. Sarace on the other sideline that they're going to just fall on the football here and punt it back deep in their own zone.
Oh, not even close.
But it is 3rd down and 9. The Irish can try to get off the field for the first time all night.
They wouldn't draw it here, would they?
They might. Santiago calling signals. He's back to throw. There's pressure. He's hit. He throws low, and it's incomplete.
This is incomplete. This will
Pressure all over the place, put on by the Irish.
And what a time for their first stop.
Intended for Higgs on the near side, and he couldn't slide down to grab it. And the Irish will pick up their first stop of the night on defense.
This is huge for Notre Dame. They have to get this offense out here and keep driving the way they've been driving. They just need 6.
Higgs going to be the punter from his own end zone. Bryant, the deep man. Higgs, high snap. Gets the punt away, it's short. It lands at the 33, takes a PVI roll, and goes to the 45, a pretty good punt all in all.
5-yard line, so
about a 50-yard punt.
the Irish are going to start out once again.
But the Irish with a short field, and
remaining in the fourth quarter.
because of that missed field goal and the penalty that really backed them up, it'll be a short field for Notre Dame, who again, not out of this thing at all.
Not even close, but they need this offense to pick it back up. Back-to-back stops for the PVI defense, which has been a rarity the entire game. They need to, and as I say something about it.
Winovich into the second level, still running.
Oh my God!
Gabe Winovich down to the 15.
Finally.
That's what we were talking about. Notre Dame is in this. You can't have an offense like this and expect them to roll over and die just because they're down by 10. Gabe Winovich is a monster with a ball in his hand. This team is still fighting for everything they got.
From the 15, Winovich takes it again and takes it inside the 10-yard line down to the 9. Stop made by Jackson.
This is where no huddle can actually be beneficial for a team here.
Yep. 8:30 to go. Irish down by 10. Winovich. They fake it to him. Sarace keeps around the edge, and he's drugged down. Close to the horse collar, but a good stop nonetheless, and it was Keshin making that tackle. He's made about $1 million.
It's another third down here for the Notre Dame offense.
Yep, 3rd and 3 from the 9. Sarace looking, He's got time. Now he steps up, starts to run. He floats it to the end zone, tipped up, and it is caught for the touchdown. The Irish, Max Pelzer, his 3rd touchdown of the season. And it was batted up, and he came down with it.
That was another batted ball in the air that these Notre Dame receivers were able to come down with. We saw Quinn down on the other end do it there, and then we saw one for 6 here when they needed it the most. They got to stop already on defense. Momentum is here for the Irish. They need another one. We could be getting back to a back-and-forth game.
Irish trying to get things in order, special teams-wise. Missed the last field goal, but Scarborough boots this through. 7 minutes, 47 seconds to play.
6:38. Notre Dame.
Non-public Group A playoffs, and the Irish down by 3. It's 38-35. Back in a moment.
Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org. $14.90 WBCB Levittown and Trenton, and video stream live at WBCBsports.com. Your home for the best local sports in Bucks and Mercer counties.
3-point game as we're getting down to the end. 38-35, the shootout that we imagined we're watching.
Kick is up.
Kick is fielded by Brown. Brown with running room. Brown
he's got some room.
Has a great return again to the 40.
We got a flag came out on the far side, though.
And carries it out to
So we'll have to check that.
42-yard line, from what I can tell. We're the 43.
But like you said, right, you are. This has been the shootout that we've been expecting this entire game. PVI's offense has been as good as advertised, and Notre Dame is fighting as good as advertised in their name.
Right. No, it has been entertaining, but certainly nice to see a couple of stops by each defense before. That had not been the case, and the Boo Birds come out by the Eagles fans. That's the first time that's ever happened.
Really?
As the Eagles will go backwards, and that was the best when Al Michaels did the first game. They had a home game after they had won the Super Bowl the previous year, and the Eagles had the 8:20 Sunday night game, and of course they scored like 3 points in the first half. They had just brought down the banner and everything that night, and they booed the team off the field. I could not believe what I was watching. Al Michaels actually alluded to it. He goes, do I hear booing?
That's just Philly sports.
Oh, it's unbelievable. Keeper for Santiago. Notre Dame's trying to rip the ball out.
Winovich is all over that ball.
He was, and so was a couple of other guys, including Peterson. But they'll give him still a solid 4-yard gain.
He was rushing through the defenders as they were trying to rip the ball out there. If they would, there was so many Irish defenders there. There probably could have been a TFL if they weren't trying to go for the ball there.
Yeah.
The clock is PVI's best friend. Moran was going out of bounds a lot on his previous drives. You could probably presume he stays inside here.
2nd and 6. Morad dashing, hustling. Morad to the 35, turning on the speed, and he just gets caught at the 5-yard line. Tackle made to save the touchdown. Andy Zigbu, he's doing just fine. And I think he's back down.
He is.
After hustling all the way to get him.
Matt Morad. Official timeout.
Matt Morad showing why this is a two-headed monster and it's not just the Dom Santiago show. We've seen Winovich bust off a couple like that. It was only a matter of time before Morad did. And he really couldn't have picked a better time. Late in the game, as close as this game is, setting up his already stellar offense in the red zone for another touchdown. This PVI offense has been nothing short of spectacular.
They have been awesome to watch, and Zigbu again down after making that touchdown-saving tackle.
An unbelievable effort from Zigbu, honestly. He's been all over this defense. He's been all over the defensive side for the Irish, and losing him for the rest of the game, if that is what presumably will happen, is just...
yeah, I think, down twice, potentially the same thing, where he's just down for a couple of moments. That's what it looks like. He's on his knee right now and being attended to.
We can obviously
but the
only
toughness.
Yeah,
I mean, that's the thing.
Yeah, he's showing a lot of grit, shows that he's a grinder out here. He wants to win this game really, really badly. If I had to guess, he probably doesn't want to come out of this game, but it's just his health at this point that's the concern, because he'll probably play with 1 foot if they'd let him.
I'm sure.
And they finally got him up on his feet now.
Yep. And once again, walking off towards the sideline.
A nice hand for the Notre Dame player, shaking up on that last exchange.
We can only hope that it's still just like the wind being knocked out of him, because where he got hit, where he originally got hit, it could be ribs related. And I really, really hope that it's not, because rib injuries suck. They hurt.
Well, he went back in the game, made a nice stop to save a touchdown. Now can the Irish take advantage of that? Because otherwise that was 6 more, and then you're looking at potentially another 10-point game. But the Irish need to once again come away with a stop. They just got their first one in this quarter.
The Irish defense showed signs of life last time. They definitely can stop this offense. It's just a matter of wrapping up and doing everything right. They just haven't done too much of it.
From the 5, trickery and a touchdown.
Walks right on in.
Murad, another one. What a play designed for PVI as they jump back out to a bigger lead again.
They had me fooled. I thought that was going on the in around to the outside. Good play call, good play design, good play execution to get Murad in there yet again.
44-35. Shoulder again on for the PAT. Feel like I've said that 82 times tonight.
I'm hoping for a rarity here, and you can say PAT is good.
Spotted. Is it? The drama. It's good. Yeah.
6:24 remaining in the fourth
That's awesome
quarter.
to see, honestly. I still love to see it. Both of these offenses have been stellar. It's been hard to stop them on either side here. PVI's got the advantage right now. Now it's all on Notre Dame.
45-35, another 10-point game as PVI inching closer. Back with a kickoff after this.
Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org.
Welcome back to Paul the Sixth as Paul the Sixth has a 10-point lead, 6:24 to go. Non-public Group A state tournament.
That's a low grounder.
Squib kick.
Picked up
Fielded.
at the 18-yard line.
From the 18-yard line. A nice return around the edge for the Irish. Near midfield.
There was a flag that came thrown out of there a couple seconds ago, but again, a great return from this Irish special teams.
See the Irish offense once again after defense failing to get the stop. Yeah, you're right. This really is a phenomenal offense. Both these offenses have been great to watch, but it's just been the the defense of Paul VI that have gotten enough stops and made the big play, and I think what turned everything around, if this score holds, as there is a holding against the Irish on that return, is that going for it on the 4th and 1 and not getting it from midfield for Sean Clancy's team.
If this score holds up how it is, that's going to be the question until next season, really.
Yep.
And it reminds me of a couple of seasons ago when the Chargers were right about in the playoffs and Brandon Staley messed it up and went for it on 4th and 1 before he even crossed the 50-yard line, and that probably cost the Chargers the game. So
might cost him his job later on.
It should have cost him his job right then.
1st and 10, Sarace looks left, he fires, it's complete. Quinn runs out of a tackle and gets brought down at the 45-yard line. Tackle once again made by Mo Keshin. I mean, he's making tackles on pass plays now.
He's a
defensive lineman.
He's got to have at least 20 tackles on the day. Like, I don't know how.
At least. 1st and 10. Sarace pumping, rolling. He's hustling. He's pointing, throwing, and it is intercepted. Intercepted on the far side of the field by PVI Christian Morton. Just the second interception A.J. Sarace has thrown all year long.
And that was another lapse for AJ, honestly. That's another rare lapse we've seen. Trying to force it in there instead of taking it off. Obviously, you had a defender in front of him, but at that point, you're wanting to stop the clock. You could take the down there, throw it out, and then come up with something else. Clancy's an offensive genius with Sarace and Winovich. He tried to force that and make something happen, and it turned out poorly.
5:51, and now time really on the side of Paul VI. Now they could really fall on the football. It's a 2-possession game. They would just want to pick up a couple of first downs, and they could do their best to end it. Certainly with another score it would. Murad gets tripped up after not much there. Tackle made by Will Napier.
And yeah, and with that said, they want to work this clock more than anything. But with that said, Notre Dame still has 3 timeouts. We keep coming back to the stops and the stops and the stops, but all it takes is one. All it takes is one.
Both teams still with 3 timeouts. We'll see what Sean Clancy wants to take his, because he's going to have to most likely, especially if they pick up a first down. 2nd down and 6. PVI looking to march down the field and put the finishing touches on what is a really nice team win. Murad right up the middle, falling forward, and he's got the first down. Group tackled.
To say that it was a beautiful team win would probably be an understatement. The defense came through when they absolutely needed to, especially late in this second half with the interception that we've seen and the back-to-back stops, not letting this dangerous offense score. This entire team really showed that Bergen Catholic's got a game next time they play them.
Certainly true. Either one of these teams put on the field could certainly compete with the best of them. Notre Dame coming in not having lost this season and are staring one down right now. Murad, no place to go. Will gain maybe a couple.
Up to the 44-yard line.
And even with that said, with this Notre Dame team, if the score holds and this is loss number 1, as timeout number 1 called by Coach Clancy, but this Notre Dame team really invigorated and lit up Mercer County, because it's been a long time since they've had like a football team to cheer for. It's been a lot of basketball and baseball around that part. They finally had a football team to be proud of, and Notre Dame needs to be proud of that fact.
Sean Clancy has done a really nice job since taking over, and
some big shoes to fill when he took over too.
Absolutely, and certainly he has had great quarterback play. He's had obviously Winovich this year as well. The 2 guys going to Rutgers, and that tandem worked incredibly well all season long. They were able to win in different fashions, not just offensively, but they were able to do some things on special teams and defensively, but ultimately too many times PVI tonight has found the end zone and not enough stops. But they need one right now, otherwise Sean Clancy might not even take the rest of the timeouts.
Morad trying to get out. Morad is outed. Now about 4 or 5 Notre Dame defenders.
Not much there.
The
pile collapsed upon.
Timeout number 2 is blown.
Cameron Bailey with a tackle.
Timeout, Notre Dame, their second charge timeout of the half with 4:08.
Notre Dame takes a timeout, and we will too with 4:08 back at 30 seconds.
This is Mercer County Prosecutor Angelo Honorfree, and I hope you're enjoying today's game. I'd like to commend today's students for participating in today's event. Being a part of extracurricular activities, whether it's an athletic event, marching in the band, or performing in the school play, or being on the debate team, is good for today's youth. And parents, stay involved in your children's activities and encourage them. An involved parent nurtures your children to accomplish great things. I'm proud to support the youth of Mercer County. This is Angelo Honorfree, your Mercer County Prosecutor, and I hope you enjoyed today's game.
Back here at PVI, as they're trying to put the finishing touches on, Irish needs something miraculous to happen. They've used 2 of their timeouts. It is 3rd down and 7. Play fake. Back to throw. Santiago loops it, and this one is batted down.
Otherwise incomplete.
That was dangerous. That could have been an interception right there. It looked like he got hit as he threw it right there, but nevertheless it fell down, and that's best case scenario for PVI.
Sacella the target, and Karen Woods in on the coverage. And so it's 4th and 7, so Sean Clancy taking the timeouts, giving his team a shot, still with 4:02 left.
He's still got 1 to go here too, with an offense that can snap at any point. Could be some, we could get some fireworks in these last 4 minutes.
Bryant to receive the punt from Higgs. Higgs, short punt. This is hanging forever.
Punt is popped up.
Not a good punt.
Flag came out on the far side there too.
Behind the receiving team.
There was a little extracurriculars there between some blockers for PVI and Notre Dame there, so that's probably what they're going to throw the flag on here.
We're going to take a look and see what this call is going to turn out to be.
But right now, Irish in a 2-possession deficit, so they need to go down, score, and then do that again. Get an onside kick at this point because can't just boot the ball back to them with only 1 timeout.
The onside kick almost worked last time. So, I mean, it's definitely a viable option for them if they're able to put it in the end zone here.
Yep, that's what they'll have to try to do. That penalty was against Notre Dame.
I don't know if they called a hold there or not, but there was definitely some pushing and shoving going on down there between a couple players on both sides.
We're going to be holding
all the way back
to the return
to the
team.
30, rather the 26.
So Notre Dame's going to start out 1st and 10 from their own 26.
See how Serace does after throwing that pick.
Yep, just his 2nd interception in the last drive of the season. Serace backs, steps up, finds the pocket, zips it right to Winowich, and look at him go! Winowich, room to run! He's still running out of tackles and inside the 20-yard line. What a pass and catch!
1st and 10.
Huge pickup, and the Irish continue to move the football.
The Fighting Irish for a reason. They're not going down without throwing a couple punches on their way down. Winowich able to break off a massive run after the catch there. Exactly what this team needed.
Ball is on the 17. Serace looking. He's being chased. He's being hit. He throws it, and it's incomplete. Got hammered on the play by Klecko.
Incomplete, 2nd down.
And just floated it. Dangerous pass.
I can't believe he was almost able to find someone there, too. There was white and powder blue right in there. He almost caught that.
Being chased in the backfield.
He knew can't take a sack there.
In the 4th quarter.
2nd down and 10. He's just trying to do everything he can. Serace on the draw. Room to run, and then he's brought down 6 yards on the game. And he's tackled by Murad.
Third down.
On both sides of the ball, Murad, too?
Yep.
Look at that.
Quickly going.
Third down.
Third down indeed. Winovich
Middle. Winovich with the carry.
takes it down to the 5.
About the 5-yard line. This will bring up first and goal.
Moving quickly. Under 3 minutes to go.
They got to go faster.
They do.
In the fourth quarter.
Only have one timeout.
PVI defense is stack them up.
They're taking a little too much time here trying to figure everything out. This clock is still ticking.
Sarace lines them up. Looking left, over the middle.
looking,
Running, throwing.
fires.
It is incomplete.
Second down.
Looking for, once again, Pelzer.
He had him, too. Pelzer had his man beat, but that throw was just a little tad bit low.
2:35 to go.
2:35 remaining in the fourth quarter.
Second down. And each 6 yards for the end zone.
The good thing for Notre Dame is that since it was an incomplete pass, they don't have to burn that timeout just yet.
No, they're going to have to do it defensively, if at all. We're in a position now where if they don't get the onside kick, that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
2:35 to go. Sarace
with the hand.
rolling, throwing, end zone, broken up.
Again.
Quinn, the intended target.
Third
No flag
down.
in the coverage. Jameel Brown was all over the coverage, and he broke it up.
PVI has made it abundantly clear that Notre Dame is going to have to earn this. That was beautiful coverage there. Able to get there as soon as the ball did and knock that thing away. PVI wants to keep this a double-digit game.
3rd and 6, 3rd and goal. Sarace again rolling. He throws wide open.
He dropped it.
Dropped by Pelzer.
Incomplete again.
4th down, right through his hands.
Now they have to
You know
go
what that
for
means,
it.
folks? It's 4th down.
The remnants of the crowd here starting to get a little hype.
Well, you do need the field goal once again at some point. And some coaches might think about it here.
Fourth quarter.
Sean Clancy.
And they're going for the field goal now?
Yep. He does have the unit on, so Scarborough is down by 10. You need a field goal at some point. Scarborough from 17 out.
Oh my God!
It's blocked!
He's still going!
Unbelievable!
A storybook type of ending for PVI. Paul the Six has come in here in the home field, and they knocked off. I don't want to say they knocked him off. Yeah, but Kevin Scarborough has been automatic. That was unbelievable. Busting through and getting that block. Everything is going PVI's way.
Sasella came up with a football.
2:17 remaining.
Unbelievable. And a couple of kneel downs, and the Irish will have lost their first game of the season here in the playoffs.
Well, with that said, I would like to take a second to tip my hat to this Notre Dame Irish team, who have done nothing but, it's like I said earlier when we were talking about it when they got the ball back, they really lit up Mercer County with everything that they did for that area. Everybody loves going to Notre Dame games, and they love it especially when they're good. And when they're good, that's a good little game.
It's up to the 36-yard line.
Will take it for a first down, so now the game definitely over.
With that said, like I was saying, Notre Dame has everything to be proud of. Obviously, this wasn't the way that they expected to come out and end their season. However, they lit up the entire state of New Jersey. They made a lot of entertaining moments for us specifically, because we did a lot of those games. They gave us a lot of things to talk about and a lot of things to watch. So hats off to the Notre Dame Irish team for being as good as they are, and hats off for PVI for giving them a game and really giving us one more big entertaining game that we can watch for the Irish.
I am shocked that they're still running the football. Murad.
And he's gone.
Looks like it. To the 30, to the 20. Kiss him goodbye. Touchdown, exclamation point. PVI is moving on
One of the most unnecessary touchdowns I've ever seen, but it works out because it shows how dominant the PVI offense has been. Whether it's been Murad, whether it's been Santiago, whether it's been the Notre Dame defense, this whole game has been nothing short of perfect for PVI.
Yeah, I'm not sure that Notre Dame could really be thrilled about that.
Oh, I'd be furious. That's one of those like unwritten rule type deals.
Well, there's some coaches that don't abide by that.
Apparently so.
We've seen it in sports a lot.
We're going to take a look.
We got a couple of players coming over to the crowd trying to get them hype.
Yep. And this game now, with the score, appears like it was a blowout, but it certainly really wasn't. We had offsetting penalties at the end of that play.
Might have been what you were saying about how they weren't too happy about that touchdown. But yeah, it's like you were saying, like this is not even close to a blowout. The scoreboard doesn't do this game justice because this game was absolutely beautiful to watch, beautiful to call. It was so much fun. And despite it being a double-digit lead, Notre Dame really gave this team something to play against.
And the Irish block won.
Anything you can do, I can do better. It's still back to back to back to back for these teams.
And again, Sean Clancy trying to go with his sure-footed kicker twice, and twice they could not get the 3 points needed, down by 10, and that is going to come back to hurt badly as well.
Couldn't get the field goals they needed, didn't convert on the fourth downs they needed.
Yep.
It was when PVI's defense needed to come through, they did exactly that.
They did.
And unfortunately for Notre Dame's side, they just couldn't have that same type of luck, but it doesn't take away from the talent that we've seen tonight. The score doesn't show the amount of effort and grit and determination on both sides here. PVI just turned it on a little bit more to end this game here, but Notre Dame is still fantastic.
Yeah, what a season they had, and of course,
once again, give it up for
you always want to avoid losing the last one, but that's what's going to happen.
And props to our
Notre Dame went 10-0 in the regular season, and
of course at halftime.
Unfortunately, on the road, and I still stand by it. I'm not sure how they do that seeding because Notre Dame with a clear better record, but had to come and travel on the road, and they did not quite get it done.
At the 20-yard line by Notre Dame.
Notre Dame still fighting.
Jeez.
And ripped down.
Way up to the 34-yard line, 1st and 10 Irish from there.
That was Bryant again, brought down by Higgs.
Calling out props for everybody else.
You don't think that they made these seedings just based on like strength of schedule or toughness that they played?
Come on!
I think there's a lot of things involved, and maybe not all of them are the right thing.
No, I agree with you. Notre Dame's undefeated. They should have home field advantage. They should be playing at home.
Yep, absolutely.
That's just not how sports works. If you go and play somebody in the MLB and they're 162-0, they're going to have home field advantage.
Serace completes it out to the right.
Out to the
Songbirds have come out here for PVI.
For 2nd and short.
Catch made that time
inside 1 minute remaining in the
by
fourth quarter.
Thomas Maglizio. 2nd and 1. Serace looking around and fires.
And
that is a pro throw right there. Catch made by Quinn across midfield.
He had 3 PVI defenders closing in on that and found that window. What a ball.
1st and 10 Irish.
Serace getting them set up. He's got time now. Now
in the backfield, still being chased.
Almost a sack and incomplete.
Again, but incomplete.
Once again, the pressure being supplied by Klecko.
It's been a lot of pressure for this PVI defense. Whatever adjustment they made, it worked out beautifully because they've been able to disrupt him and Serace and Winovich.
And we have a PVI player down on the field, so we're going to hold time with 27 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter.
So a PVI player is cramping.
That's odd. In this weather?
Well, both offenses were running no huddle, so.
Yeah. Maybe I'm being a little too harsh. Maybe I'm just cold.
Well, I think we all are, yes. You especially, I agree. I'll give you that. So players still down and trying to get them up for the final 27 seconds. Seems like this happens before every half and every end of the game.
Without fail.
Right, when players start dropping and they're inconsequential seconds.
I'll tell you what, he's hobbling off on his own, though. He's hurting, but he got off on his own.
That he is, and that was Jalen Bishop, who played a nice game defensively. Hope he's okay, just a cramp, and he's getting some water.
Yeah.
The 49-yard line.
That entire defensive line for PVI honestly came through and did exactly what they needed to do.
And Mo Keshin, in a lot of ways, wrecked the game defensively.
Firing to far sideline.
Good pass, and it's complete.
At the 37.
And on the far sideline, it's Quinn again. You know what they call this?
Notre Dame runs out
Little
at the 32-yard
pat static.
line. With 20 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter.
Notre Dame offense showing that they could still drive and get whatever, not get whatever they want, but they can still move the ball at will. It's not going to do them too well anymore, but they're still moving it.
1st and 10. Sarace back.
Drop it back, taking a peek.
Steps up.
He's going to
running.
hang on to it.
And he's inside the 20, down to the 10, runs out of bounds with 12 seconds left, so the Irish could maybe put another touchdown on the board.
Looks like he's at the 12.
Make it a little, just make the score look a little bit better.
But they battled, just not enough of the big plays. Almost every big play in this game, consequential play, went against the Irish, and that's really where the score is. Sarace throws it away.
Incomplete.
8 seconds to play.
8 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter.
Well, yeah, it's like we keep talking about with Notre Dame, and they're still going to show why they're undefeated. Like they didn't go undefeated by mistake. This is a really, really good football team, and they're going to try to get one more punch in before the game's all said and done.
And they'll get it. It's a walk-in touchdown for Notre Dame.
Notre Dame.
Quick pass, and it was caught by Jordan Scipio, but time expires. And that is the end of the Irish season, unfortunately. They made it close, but it was 51-42. And that will do it as the Irish go 10-1 this season. And all the credit to the coaches and the players. They played phenomenally this season, but on the road, tough circumstances, did not quite get it done. And that one certainly will hurt for a while.
They came down into what a lot of people would call a meat grinder of high school football. This is an incredibly competitive division that PVI plays in. They had an incredibly tough schedule. They showed why they're as good as they are, and Notre Dame gave them a game that they're going to have to think about and go back and look at. But hats off to Notre Dame for a great season, and congratulations to Paul VI for going on and continuing their amazing season as well.
Yep, they will play Bergen Catholic.
Job out there tonight.
An amazing team
up
in North Jersey. And they will have to deal with them next week, but the Irish season, unfortunately, is over. 51-41 the final here from PVI. Thanks to the sponsors making this live stream possible and all season long. Notre Dame High School, as well as Cade Motor Company, the Revere Restaurant, Haldeman Ford Subaru, Capital Health System, the Mercer County Prosecutor's Office, Hyundai of Trenton, Jammer Doors, the Trentonian, and the Italian People's Bakery. For our crew, Brandon Neal, Ryan Baxter, and of course the voice of the Irish, Mike Warren. He couldn't be here tonight, but shout out to him. Did a great job all season long covering the Irish. This is Keith Noonan saying so long from Paul VI. Final score once again, 51-41. The Irish finish the season 10-1 right here on the WBCB Sports Network.